Man, I used to play the trap spot. Man, I used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Creed War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book cutout to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool nerd like my man Zoe. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art. Book art.
Yo, what's up girls and boys? It's time to make some noise. Cause I'm back and I'm on this track now. Let's talk about some plastic toys. You can bet I pose them all. Legends to Dragon Balls, Batman and Kaijus and Kamen Riders. I collect them all. Gotta make sure your posing's tight though. Make sure your lighting's right yo. Keep it contained because you train for this your entire life bro. So please don't adjust your TV. This is your host Monch Easy. Sit back and relax and learn this fact. Posing ain't easy.
on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shop. Catch me at the toy toy shops. Catch me at the toy shops. Catch me at the toy shops. Catch me at the toy shops. Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detour. Catch me at the toy shops. This ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini matey, I'm fucking with them. Hype beasts, we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about them. Boog nice, my nigga. A.C.B.A. been popping lately off top. My nigga, they cut out game be too amazing. MUs, my nigga. That's that shit that don't amaze me. This was for my niggas. That's really about they legends. Shouts out to Savage Poop, my niggas out in Texas. I don't fuck with no scalper. Nigga, fuck what you selling. I'm all up in the toy aisle. I'm kicking kids, I'm reckless. My nigga Bill Maruby on that Google chat straight flexing. Look, I pop the package, I smell it. Pop the package, I smell it. Me and my nigga Tiny at the toy fair straight spinning. They asked you for that Deadpool and he ain't asked no questions. We too fly, I know this. Let me give your ass a checklist. Got the Giant Man, got that Ares, that Cable bruh, it's nothing. I get the Blue Wire, Silver Luke Cage, that Dragon Man, then I'm stunning. And this song for them fuck niggas that's hating on your collection. Yeah, they talking all that shit, but it's A.C.B.A, we reppin'. Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detour. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detour. Catch me at the toy shops. I'll take that. We're taking that right there.
Man, I used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Creed War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book, cut out to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool nerd like my man Zoe. Took the everyday display, gave it a...
Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Boog.
Oh, we are live. Yes, sir.
We're officially back at it.
That's crispy.
Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast, episode 118. I'm your host, Boog Nice. I got my boys with me, the Colonel, Dan Cheesy, Rick Dom. I hope you guys are feeling good. I'm feeling good. How you guys feeling?
Always.
We really out here.
Another day in Toy Paradise, right, boys?
No doubt. What y'all sipping on tonight? We got Modelo Black. What you got, Fabio?
Oh, you know, a little bit of the good stuff. The bubbly. White Claw Natural Lime.
Oh, extra
Ooh. Show 'em what you got, Pancho. Show 'em what you got, Pancho.
What you got, P? We can't even see you.
Wait, I can't hear Pancho.
I can't hear him. I can
Oh,
see
shit. You might have to join and rejoin.
Had to keep the suspense up. I got South Carolina Sweet Iced Tea, my friends.
All right. Excellent. Rick, what you got? A freaking Shirley Temple.
the finest of perfectly balanced, purified pH water.
Excellent.
Not bad, not bad. Okay.
Excellent. So yeah, man, we back for another week. We got a few things to chat about. I don't know. We were starting with something in particular, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do question of the week. We're gonna start off a question of the week. Fabio, do you have that photo that we're going to be talking about today?
Here, I'm gonna have to look it up real quick. I don't have it ready, but just fill the people in. Just
It's
give
all
me a
good.
couple of seconds here.
So, for those of you familiar with websites like Brickseek and other like stock alert websites, there's this one website called Pop Finder, and what was listed on it? The Rogue, correct? Was listed on
Rogue.
it.
Yes.
And
The
then
retro carded Rogue.
and the great thing about that was they put a disclaimer at the bottom that explicitly said, "Please be nice to the employees."
Oh no.
which is I'm literally at a loss for words. Like, how bad did it have to get for them to be all like, all right, we got to say something, man?
Somebody's got to tell these guys to pull back a little bit.
That's it. So the question of the week, we thought would be a pretty interesting question, would be, what's the most you've ever pressed an employee to get a figure?
And been denied or been successful?
Both,
Either
honestly. I mean,
Okay.
so
I had one experience, but somebody else can go if they want to go.
Go first.
Let me see. The most I ever pressed an employee that wasn't actually like my buddy. Oh no, that's a good question. I got to think about it.
It's definitely happened, but it's
yeah,
you got to think
That's
back.
so
It's got to
many
be during like the Toys R Us days.
for sure. I mean, when I had Toys R Us in my neighborhood, it was to the point where, the people there knew me anyway. So it was just like, when I came in, I didn't really have to press anybody, really, I guess. But that was Toys R Us. I don't know. It's a good question. I got to think about that.
I feel like it had to be a Target or something as well. Target can be particularly like terrible.
No doubt.
I think mine was when it was one of the Marvel Legends 3-packs. I want to say it was the one with the White Vision, the Hulk, and the Ms. Marvel.
Mm.
And I was there and I had it in hand and I was trying to check out with it, and I took it to the front and they wouldn't let me do it. Or even before that, I had them go in back and get it because I knew it was in stock. And I talked to an employee who was nice, and he gladly went in the back and got it for me after he gave him the DPCI. He got it for me. I took it out to the front, and that was when I was like stopped halfway by like someone above him who was like, "Excuse me, sir, that's actually street dated." And I'm like, "Well, I'm already here, and the money's ready and all that. Are we good or what?" She's like, "No, I'm afraid not."
I'm afraid not.
No, sir. No.
No. And this is, I think I even like posted a video in Plastic and Paint like back then, just being listen, I am so sick of these uppity ass Target employees. Like, I don't even know. I was probably acting a little more entitled at that point over a Marvel Legends 3-pack than.
Well, you're a Target ambassador. I say it's justified, Fabio.
You know what? I think that was the tipping point for me. That was when I knew that I had to go from a regular Target customer and make moves into ambassadorship.
I'll make sure this never happens again.
Community. I need to come in as a goodwill ambassador for the toy collectors and represent us in a good light. So I couldn't be doing any of that anymore.
I think the most recent time that I was in Target was to get the Sugar Man Build-A-Figure wave, and I definitely pressed the guy there to go in the back and like get it. I had called, I think, beforehand. I didn't even call. I just saw that they had one in stock in the back, and that I guess that it wasn't out. And then I got there and made him go, and then he was taking mad long to come back out, and I was just standing there pacing back and forth.
The guy was on his phone.
And he finally came out. I don't know what he was doing back there. I don't know if he was contemplating if he was going to keep the shit for himself and tell me some lie or what. But
he was sending
finally
snaps.
came out, though. Maybe. Yeah,
That's
that was
cool.
the last time I got a full wave in the store, actually. I was actually shopping today. I guess I'll talk about that on pickup section.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find a
I have
picture
one more.
of that thing, though?
Yeah, you're gonna have to send it to me, Pancho. I don't quite know where to look for it.
It's on the Facebook chat. It's on the Facebook chat. It's
It
there.
is? I didn't see it there.
I put it there.
Okay, hang on.
Rick said it's there.
It's fucking there. He's a
I
made
know
man.
it's not the Tony Soprano picture. It's got to be pretty
He's a
far up
fucking
then.
made man.
Oh my god.
I had another experience, not dissimilar from that, but it was more. I wasn't mad that I wasn't getting the product because I was getting the product, but it was more mad about having to like circumvent their policies. I think I told this story. I can't remember what I was pre-ordering, but I got it like it was discounted on the website. So on the Target website, so I found it in the store and I brought it up to the front and I'm like, hey, I'd like to price match this to your website. And they're like, oh, sir, we don't price match to our website. We Target, the brick and mortar store, do not price match Target, the online web shop. And I'm like, okay, well then how do I get this item in my hand for this price? Well, you have to order it online and then do it for in-store pickup and then come back in an hour when it's ready. I'm like, but it's in my hand right now when we're at the register. Can we just go? Nope, sir, you got to come back in an hour for the same product. And it was even a different like thing. It wasn't like I gave them the one out of my hand and I'm like, all right, here you go, see you in an hour with whatever. No, they had to get a new one off the shelf.
Jesus Christ.
That's so wild. Rick, you got a story?
Target.
Sorry.
I sent it to you guys already. Again.
All right. That would help. Thank you. Here we go. I got it.
Audio.
Hell yeah.
Here we go.
And yeah, people in chat, like if you wanna share some stories, go right ahead. Hell yeah. So
yeah, we want to hear these retail horror stories.
Arthur S says almost went ham on a Target employee on a Cobra Island trooper. Sadly, still don't have one. Watch them sell out in front of me at another store. Oh my god, that's got to be the worst. Just watching the ship go down.
Why are those things going for so much money, man? When they gonna just go ahead and put those up as an army builder on Hasbro Pulse or whatever?
They really
It's funny
need to.
because my story has to do with the troopers too.
Let's go, Rick.
So on the day, the quote unquote the day that they were supposed to release, I went to the toy aisle and I was like, like Bobby when he thinks he's getting surprised in that one episode of Poncho, he goes, I thought it was gonna be the same thing. I rolled up in the G.I. Joe aisle and I was like, and there was nothing there, and I was like, okay, well, yesterday they said they were here and they were gonna put them out, so I hit up the toy lady. I hit up the lady that's stocking the area, and she's like, oh yeah, it's there somewhere. I'll get to it today. And I was like, what? No, you're not gonna. No. I was like, no, I really want it right now. And she's like, yeah. She's like, I'll get to it at some point today. Just come back. Come back. Just come back. And I was like, okay, thank you. And I walked away. I went to the fucking customer service, and I was like, hi, I'd like to speak to the manager. I want something that's in the back.
Dang, Rick said I want to speak to the manager.
You put on your Karen wig.
Dude, so the manager comes back with the case, and she's like, hey, guy, I'm so sorry, but something is wrong. This is not the real street day. You're going to have to come back another day. And I was like, no.
Absolutely. That's wild, dude. I want to speak to your manager's manager.
I was like, no, you're incorrect. I showed her.
You're incorrect.
I showed her the Twitter post from Target Corporate where they were like, hey, the system is going to stop you, but it's okay. Like, this is the real street day. They tweeted it themselves. And she was like, yeah, no, it's not going to let you do it. And I was like, no, try it. Target Corporate said you can do it. And she's like, but it's not going to let you. And I was like, no, it's going to let you. They said do it. And they were just not fucking with me. So I said, here's what we'll do. Okay? Let's make a problem. I was like, here's what we'll do. I was like, you need to try it. And if it doesn't work, well, then I'll leave. And if it does work, well, then you're wrong. And she was just like, okay, that's fair. And I was like, okay, let's do it. And sure enough, she tried to do it and it worked. But the story's not even over there.
No.
I wish that was the end of the story.
The
story continues. As I'm like taking the whole case, she's like, whoa. She's like, I don't know if you know this, but Target has a policy. I don't know if you collect Funko Pops. I was like, not really. And she was like, I do have some Funko Pops though, so let me not cap. She was like, she was like, I hope you know that here, when there's something that's collectible and that's exclusive to Target, we can only let you buy one. And I was like,
There's no way.
and I was like,
One wave
listen,
or
One wave.
and so I was like, okay, one box, all right, one whole box. Okay. And she was just like, she's like, yeah, so I can only let you buy one, right? And I was like, no. I was like, this is bullshit. I was like, let me show you a picture. My friends buy a ton of these. Let me buy some. And she's like, no. She's like, that's not fair. These things are collectible and they're exclusive to our store. People want them too.
I'm a person.
And she was like, I was like, I'm the person that wants them, and I'm here. And she's like, all right, fine. Here's what we'll do. She's like, I cannot let you take them all.
Oh no.
She's like, so you can take 4. And I was like, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I didn't want her to go, how about one, asshole? So I was like, okay, I'll take it. And she knew it was some shit, because she was like, just to let you know, for good measure, in case you have any friends, she's like, they're gonna be at the customer service, so we know who picks them up.
In case you have any friends.
She knew I was about to go out
in
to the
case,
car.
she was padding herself a little bit. She didn't want to go as far as to say, you do have friends, and I tell them to come to customer service. No, she was saying, if you have friends.
She knew I was about to get in that car, put the toys away, and then go back in there and go to self-checkout and take the other 2.
Of course.
She knew it's what I was gonna do, so she was like, they're gonna be here.
Imagine having to explain to like a normal functioning adult, like, yes, they all have the same, not DPCI, but what am I, the same SKU number. Mm-hmm. So they all count as the same thing in the system. But as you can plainly see on the package, this case of 8 contains a wave of 6 figures, and there are 2 figures that are extra. I will buy no repeats of the figures. I just want one of each individual character, right? But to them, it's like, no, you can only have one. But like, okay. Yeah, but how would that work? Dude, so for you to sell out of each character, you need 6 separate collectors who happen to need each missing one, and you can only sell that one to them. That makes no sense. You're going to make one collector drive to 6 different Target stores to complete the wave? Yeah, that's a terrible policy, if so. That lady is bullshitting.
Yeah, it was total bullshit. The next day I came back and I saw that, what's his name, fucking Beachhead, and I bought all of those.
Right? It makes no difference. That's literally just a flex. She's just trying to flex her manager power. She's already been made to look foolish up until that point. She's just not going to let you completely get the over-under on her.
Oh, yeah, I left out that when I showed her the screenshot to Twitter, she was like, let me look that up myself.
That's the best. That's how they always do it.
You must be on some other Twitter that has different information.
That's how it always is.
I was like, it has the verification check.
She tries to like swipe left and right and make sure it's not a screenshot. Like, don't touch my phone. What the?
Give me your fucking phone, fat ass.
Right. Yeah, no. I don't know, man. Target. It's either people who don't give a shit, or people who like, care way too much about a unimportant department.
That's very true. I will say that my answer comes from both sides. I've worked retail since I was like 15 years old. So like I've seen like probably every type of customer archetype there is. Like thankfully now, I'm out of that mostly. I just have it as like a side job now. But like yeah, man, like at GameStop, like it's so strange. Like when we first started selling figures, like I got like the full dose of like those reseller guys that go around to like every Target or every Walmart and just buy the whole wave. And like that was really weird. So like for me personally, when it comes to like pressing employees, like the most I've ever done was like I was looking for, I don't even know what it was. It was probably something really dumb, like a Dragon Star cell or some shit like that.
Oh no.
But like it was supposed to be out, and I was like, hey, I grabbed an employee. I was like, no, someone was like, hey, do you need help? I was like, yeah, hey, I hate to ask, but like your website says you guys have this in stock. I know like maybe your systems don't talk to each other super well, but if you could check that, I would really appreciate that. And he was like, well, let me see what's up. And I was like, all right, cool. And he brings it out and he has it. He's like, yeah, it's here, but like it's street dated for, I don't know, like 3 days out or something like that. So you can, I'm sorry, like you're just gonna have to like come back or something. And I was like, oh, okay. I thought it was out today, but like, it's no big deal. And he was like, well, let me check. And I was like, all right. And then he was like, yeah, it says it's street dated. You're just gonna have to come back. And I was like, all right, dude, it's fine. And he's like, well, let me check again. And I was like, please don't check anything else. Like, it's fine. Just relax, man. Like, I'll just come back. And he was like, you know what, man? I'll let you get away with it this time. Like, he was fucking knighting me or some shit. Like,
Come on, dude.
He was waiting for you. He was wanting you to go like.
Yeah, he's
testing
trying to do
me.
that favor, dude.
My bad. I was over here actually looking for like some links to people that I wanted to like shout out for sending me shit. My bad. But I was,
Yeah, no worries, dude.
But
We're just going through these stories real quick. Do you want to tell yours and then I can go through the chat before we move on? Boog's muted now. I can't hear you, Boog.
I don't know what's going on.
There we go. Now you're good. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I don't know what's up with my headphones. Yeah, I don't know if I have any stories right now. I got to think about it through the show.
All right, we can come back to it at the end. I wanted to run through a couple in these chat because there is one that's good. Trevor McGuire saying that he's trying to get his kids a job at Target so that he can get the scoop on new figures. That's good.
So good.
Actually, not a bad idea.
That's a really good idea.
Shout out to
Arthur.
shout out to Steven Negron, I think that's his name. He got a job at Toys R Us just so he could fucking keep figures for himself. What a fucking move.
Wait. Shout out to Christopher Adams. Dude.
Yes!
You remember at Plastic and Paint? He went live however many years ago, and he stole a Target uniform and wore it and like stuck into the back to look for a new case.
He didn't actually
He got confronted by a manager and everything.
He didn't actually steal the uniform.
Yeah, he used to work there.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, he didn't beat up a dude on his cigarette break in the back in the loading dock.
Hey, buddy, real quick, I wanna have a little talk with you, and then just fucking beat them up for his shirt.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to make him look like a thief, just a liar.
Just a liar.
He's just a liar.
Really smart though, just a legendary fucking story.
And he live
Captain McKay Random says not Target. Sorry, go ahead, Rick.
I said, and he live streamed the whole fucking thing.
He did.
Right. It was legendary, dude.
So good.
Captain McKay Random says not Target, but when he worked at retail, some lady asked him to open a vacuum up for her so she could see it, and then wanted a discount because it had been opened.
I thought you guys had an open box policy.
So good. Yo, if you're interested in his like retail, he has like a really cool retail like documentary on his channel, Captain McKay. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys ever watched it? It's pretty funny.
No, never. Shout out. I'll definitely watch that after this.
Yeah,
Shout
I think
out to
it's
Captain
like
McKay Random.
yeah, it's Mike. Yeah, he has a video on his channel. I think it's like a 3-day stint of when he was doing overnights, or like a week in like an overnight retail experience or something like that. It's really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty funny.
Damn, I gotta watch that.
Kurt K says an employee at Target was kind enough to let him get the new Carnage out of the back on the street day, but didn't bring any of the others out for the pegs. He said thanks, and the guy replied, "No problem. This is the only way you can get them these days. We don't even put them out anymore."
Bestowing secret tomes of information or some shit like that.
Right.
That's always-
Piecemealing these figures out to people. Just give them a little drip feed, you know?
That's the most annoying thing when you go to Target and you're like, yeah, you know, I'm looking for this figure, and they're like, okay, cool, Spider-Man, right? And then they just fucking bring you back something random from the case, like, this is it? Bring the whole case, man.
I actually just picked up that Carnage
I have to
today.
walk back there.
I saw it at my Target as well.
I went to a Target yesterday that had like 6 Venoms and 6 Carnages.
Jeez,
It was weird. Well, it was the Miles Carnage one.
Nice.
Oh,
I
yeah,
just got that today, actually.
I was like, what the hell? Why is there only these here?
I will say before we move on, like, I can. It's so interesting because I can see like both sides. I think I was talking about this in like a conversation we were having as well as P&P. Like, you know, 9 times out of 10, when you ask just like some like random employee about like a figure, like these guys just got done like stocking like blue jeans and like celery and like cans of beans and shit. Like they don't care about
Yeah.
anything. And then you have like probably like the 10th or 11th dude that day, like, you know, hassling them about like fucking dolls and shit. Like I don't know. It's
Yeah.
like it's
Is this your toy, sir?
I can like completely see how like somebody who is like just done with like everything like won't even like bother helping you. Just like my advice is like don't ask somebody who looks like they don't want to help you. Just ask like a friendly looking person. I guess.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
being friendly opens up so many windows. I was gonna add this on too to the last story, but my friend now he became my friend is the person that runs electronics and toys at Target, and he texts me anytime something new comes out or like when the new Pokemon cards are in. He'll text me like, "Yo, the guy with the Pokemon cards is here." Boom, done deal. It helps out, man.
Yeah, I had a dude like that at my Toys R Us a few years ago, and he was I think like assistant manager or something, but he did the restocking like in the mornings. So if I got there like, you know, when the store opened, then he would be the guy working there. So he would kind of put stuff like NECA and any kind of thing like that aside for me. But you know, after he stopped working there, that hookup kind of ended.
Bummer.
You know.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy,
then I
I
was
wanted to
part of the
text you and
cattle.
ask
It was
you-
like right after a bunch of Toys R Us, like right before they went out of business, did like a huge like reshuffle, and you know, obviously it didn't work, but around
Should've
that
texted him,
time.
Hey, bud, do you have any plans to go work at the toy section in Target? Or
What's funny is I saw him at Target one time. He was working at a Target.
It's so funny.
Not long after that. But yeah, we can come back to this. Our question of the day is, you know, how hard have you pressed a store employee to try to get some figures out of the back or, you know, a case or something. So we can come back to that, and we can move into some topics. What do we
That's
got
it.
for today, boys?
So the topic list today is Hasbro, Marvel, Mayfex, McFarlane, Storm. We're doing October stuff, and then we're going to be talking in the after show pickups, Mandalorian, and we'll come back to question of the week. But yeah,
Mandalorian, baby.
let's go. Let's talk some Hasbro, baby.
Let's talk some Hasbro, because we had another Fan First Friday, and I think a lot of GI Joe people have been waiting for this for a while because it's been a little dry on the GI Joe front, right?
do you think they put fans first? Or
They put a different section of fans first each Friday.
hell
Sometimes it's the Hasbro, you know, Marvel fans. Sometimes it's the Power Ranger fans. But this week it was the GI Joe fans, or the GI Joe stands, really, because I
Ooh.
think they're the biggest marks for any of these brands. More than Marvel Legends, I would say, because I feel like a lot of the more recent like Target horror stories come from the GI Joe collectors, because they've been having a time trying to get like, you know, Baroness and all that stuff that's exclusive.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's gotta be the worst.
So, you know, they had the Fan First Friday. You know, I guess there's some new comics or something coming out, right? Does anybody know about this? Do we have any GI Joe ists?
comic heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe heads.
Well, some cool looking GI Joe comics. Let's see what relevance it has to the actual. I didn't watch this presentation, so I really don't know.
Actually, only saw the bits with the stuff that I guess we really care about. I just happened to log on right at that time too.
So if you guys remember, a lot of the GI Joe figure designs are based on the video game. So this is, I guess, like one of the renders from the game or something.
Mm-hmm.
And here we have Flint, right?
Flint himself.
Flint.
Yeah, Flint, 6-inch GI Joe classified series. Flint.
And I think this is exactly what everyone's been wanting, right? Muted colors, more like classic look to them. None of this like, you know, tech blue highlight Fortnite stuff besides like the little communicator. I don't know. Is this what we wanted? Are we happy yet?
I don't know. I don't know that the real like GI Joe purists. And this is probably, it looked fine to me right here, and it's probably going to be a really nice figure once you get it in hand. 9 times out of 10, when you get one of these GI Joes in hand, you are really impressed. But I don't know if that's the still look that people really want for a Flint. I think that most people in our age range are waiting for those cartoon looks to be replicated in the 6-inch line. But this looks good. Don't get me wrong, it does look good. That's a weird sort of.
Yeah, he's got like a back sheath for his shotgun, and then the shotgun, I guess, like comes apart so it like loads from the top.
Yeah,
Kind of cool.
Look up the classic look for Flint from the cartoon or whatever.
I think I even saw it right here in one of these comics.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe here. No, just Lady J.
Oh, that's Lady
we'll
J, and that's Duke right there. Yeah, they don't have a picture of Flint.
And then there's Roadblock. Okay, so I see. Okay, so we want some orange pants on Roadblock, and we want like a unitard on Scarlet. That makes sense. I can see why we're not getting what we want. I say we, but you know, they. Yeah, the Flint is cool, man. I think this looks good.
Thankfully, I'm sure all those designs are going to happen in time.
Absolutely.
It's just like me and Pancho have preached before with Dragon Ball. You know, they're releasing the marketing looking figures related ones now, and the classics ones can be done at any point in time, and people are always going to want the classic ones.
Right.
So.
I mean, at this point, G.I. Joe collectors are going to have like two displays. You're going to have like a modern, you know, G.I. Joe classified, and then like a classic. You know, if you've collected Legends, you know, it's the same thing. You have all these different eras of, let's say, Avengers teams, just based on costumes that like match with each other.
Yeah, and you know, the best part is that if one design, like even if it is the classic, like what if one of the classic designs just disappoints you in some area? You know, whether it be articulation or the sculpt just isn't there for you or whatever it may be. Like, you know, it's nice that you can always just, oh, fuck it, I'm just going to throw the modern one in with the classic ones and I don't fucking care.
Yeah, just reading some of our comments here. Trevor McGuire says that he likes these better than the first wave of Joes with the gold and bright colors. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're getting here. A lot more of these muted, if not classic, definitely like more realistic, let's say.
True. Very true.
So
which is cool. I like that, you know.
We got Flint, and then I guess the star of this little presentation was I forgot about Zartan supposed to be coming out too. Yeah, these next round figures look very good, and as usual, the villains look better than the heroes.
Of course. And here she is, Lady J.
Lady J looking like Sigourney Weaver.
Hell yeah.
Honestly. Looks pretty good, though.
Yeah,
hey, wait, excuse me. What? Are those double jointed elbows on a female Hasbro figure?
They're not only double jointed elbows, they're double jointed pinless elbows.
Oh, dude, you're not wrong about that.
Someone bring this to Comic-Con and show it to these guys.
Show it to the Marvel team. It'll sting even more because some people that don't know this, Dwight was in charge of G.I. Joe for a long time. So
yeah.
It's like a double sting. Yeah,
right, I didn't know that.
That's where he came from.
Yeah, but for 25th anniversary or whatever, right?
Yeah, for the 3/4 inch line, yeah.
Yeah.
How about this?
No, this looks really good, though. I mean, if it weren't for like the sleeve sculpt here, I would almost say you could swap this onto Legends and have a pretty good elbow.
You know what? Somebody had mentioned that actually too. That maybe they try to swap it for Rogue or something like that. But I think her arms are a little too thin for. I think they're thin and they look long too. They look like the arms are longer. I'm interested in that baseball cap head sculpt.
Yeah, that's cool. Is that a head sculpt or is that just a hat?
You know what? Apparently, you can remove the hat and then you can swap on a hairpiece or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, it's funny.
Yeah. Okay.
For all the flack we give Dwight, you know, he did say himself at, I don't remember if it was last Comic-Con or the one before that, where he took one of those Black Series figures and he gave it to his team and he was like, "Make this."
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was, so you know, they are trying, although it's not happened yet. They're
her
trying.
knees are pinless too. I mean, it's a shame because, you know, you got the two figures side by side and one's the pinless and one isn't. So that's a little disappointing. You know, you'd think that both of them would be, but that was the same thing with the when Hasbro, when Marvel Legends did it. It's like, oh, check out the Fox Marvel Legends stuff here from the movies. Pinless technology. Look at the Old Man Logan pinless technology. Here's our new classic Spider-Man. Same old pins.
Yeah.
You know, another thing I wanted to add, because we were talking about Zartan. I don't know if we've ever talked about it on here because it wasn't really during the time that we were back yet. But one interesting rumor that's going around in the G.I. Joe community that I would love to have confirmed, but there's no Comic-Con to be able to confirm it, is that Beachhead, I don't know if people know this, but there's two different head sculpts to Beachhead. Well, paint apps to a head sculpt. One comes with blue eyes, which is like a character trait of beachheads. It's like a
Yeah.
thing, you know. It's like and there's one with brown eyes, and people wonder if brown eyes is Zartan.
What?
Yeah, and if it's a running change because it's your wave will either be entirely brown or it'll be entirely blue. There's no confirmation of why that happened. And it would be interesting if we talk to them and they say like, yeah, the brown one is a rarer Zartan version and the blue one is Beachhead. Like it would be crazy if they officially said that was what they were doing. But there's no con to be able to.
Do they go when they've had the Fan First Fridays for GI Joes? Have they referred to any questions in the chat or anything like that? Anybody know?
I'm sure they have.
Nah.
I don't think I've ever seen them do that in any Fan First Friday.
Yeah, it's more like a presentation video. It's not really interactive.
I'll tell you this, man. Whenever, if they do confirm that, the prices are going to be stupid.
I mean, it would be a nice, that would be like when in wrestling, they botch something and then they make up a new storyline around it to like excuse it.
Yeah. Haha, you're right. That was the case the whole time.
Right.
Who was that lady on the presentation? She looked like Grace that used to be on the Marvel thing for a minute. Oh, it's not her. Okay.
And here's the 3 3/4 inch stuff. Okay.
We don't care
Pretty
about
good.
that. Yeah. So
classic.
So
dope.
Yeah, man. Very interesting. Obviously, there's going to be a ton of questions for Hasbro, Marvel Legends, and Star Wars Black Series as it relates to. Well, I guess Black Series been doing it more than either company, really. But
yeah, Luke had double jointed elbows, and he had lady arms too. So kind of works
out.
So what else we got from Hasbro?
So they did
just to wrap this up though, real quick though. Yeah, this is something that we should definitely keep an eye on. Obviously, this is something that we want to see implemented on Marvel Legends, on all female figures across any 6-inch line. There, clearly there is a way to do it and still make it look aesthetically pleasing. So we got to keep pushing and keep pressing Hasbro to do this because it looks perfectly fine. She looks good.
Hell yeah. So Fabi, I'm about to send you a photo real quick in the chat. Sure. For Lightning Collection, Power Ranger stuff, those monsters and those 2-packs that they showed have actually been shipping. They showed up in stock on Big Bad Toy Store earlier this week, and some people got them, and some people have them in hand. The 2-pack of like the Rangers and stuff, they look great, but the one thing I want to bring up is the 2-pack for those 2 monsters, the King Sphinx and the Pumpkin Wrapper.
Oh, of course, our friends.
Yeah, our friends. So, yes.
Wow, they're big.
They're huge. And like, I don't know. So me and Power Rangers ambassador Brian Carter were talking about it. And Brian is okay with it. I think they're too big. They're huge. That King Sphinx is humongous, dude. Like, you can fudge the Pumpkin Wrapper for sure. But that King Sphinx is like, dude, he's like 3 feet taller than he should be. Like, these guys are basically the same size as Rangers.
These are meant to go up against the Megazords, though, right?
I don't think so, man.
Yeah.
I can see the compromises being made already. But
the only thing with these, one of the things, they are lacking some paint applications, man.
They are, for sure.
Yeah. This one's this is in hand factory sample. Yeah, this definitely needs the wash in the high holes in the mouth.
I think this is retail. This is what people got.
Yep. Yeah, this definitely needs a wash. And then I mean, I don't know if this guy's supposed to be so clean, but I feel like he should be like a little more like sandy almost.
We spoke about it a little bit when these were revealed, where I speculated that, in order to keep in budget, to like justify the cost of like a brand new sculpt and everything, they had to like cut back on something. And I think like additional washes and paint applications were just on the short list of stuff that got cut for sure.
I mean, any kind of wash, like stick it out the window, get some dirty rainwater on it.
You
Anything.
just drop a whole batch on the floor of the factory.
Just drop your coffee on your way back to your workstation. You know?
Exactly. It's so strange. Like, I'm about to find a photo real quick of so I went back and I took screenshots of what they look like in the show, just for like height comparisons. I'm about to pull those up right now. They're just like really tall, and like you can, like I said, you can fudge it with certain poses. Like the pumpkin wrapper is going to be okay. He's just a little too tall, but again, the King Sphinx is like, yeah, come on. he's like crazy tall. And I wonder why that is the case. Like, I wonder why they scaled that King Sphinx up so much.
Oh.
And it's not that he's just tall. It's like his scale is just huge. It looks like he's like maybe like a 1/10 scale or something like that. Not even 1/12 scale anymore.
Yeah. I mean, his thighs definitely, like, his legs look a lot longer. All his proportions look longer. It looks like he was just stretched. Like, look how much bigger his torso and his arms and his legs are compared to, like, here. He's got really stumpy legs and a really stumpy torso.
Yeah, I guess whoever sculpted this didn't really have any, like, show images to go on or something. I don't understand. I don't know.
It's so strange because, like, there's
plenty
of stuff out there. There's like they released I think I said this before on the podcast, but the Sentai like released like a whole book of just monster designs. Every single monster that has ever appeared on the show, they released like all the preliminary sketches and everything like that. So like, I can't imagine that Hasbro does not have access to that.
So yeah, there's really no excuse. Somebody needed to do their homework, basically.
Yeah,
it's strange. So people, go ahead.
I was just gonna. I meant to say this earlier. Just the G.I. Joe thing. We can cycle back though.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So somebody was saying that like if they are gonna start doing like six inch scale Megazords, maybe they're making these monsters a little bit bigger to scale with those. But then my counter argument was like, why not make the Zords just 6-inch scale? so you can have the monsters fight Rangers as their regular size. Like,
yeah.
It really just doesn't make sense. Maybe it's a situation, and I thought like maybe it's a situation where like they don't want to make like maybe transformable Zords in that scale because the parts might be too small or whatnot. But like Super Mini Pla, Super Mini Pla is like a line from Japan. It's a model kit line, and that's 6-inch scale too, and they transform. Like, it's crazy.
And I mean, if it's made by Hasbro, it has to have American safety standards.
That's absolutely true. You're right.
Well, I don't know if you know this, Pancho, but there's already a Megazord that they're making right now that's kind of.
But it's huge, right?
Like 8 or 9 inches tall, maybe.
That's true.
So that's too big for this, then.
Yeah, then
you saying
exactly.
Hasbro's making this?
Yeah, they made a.
Yeah, you have to buy every piece individually.
No, so that's they did one of those. But that's big.
I see what you're saying though, Pancho. Like, you know, the parts, if it were a 6-inch Megazord, you know, of having all these separate parts to combine and make that, the individual parts for that would be too small by safety standards. But if you size it up to a 7-inch scale, it just barely like squeaks by those standards.
Well, also, so they've put out a Megazord. It's not the Mighty Morphin Megazord, but it's another one from later on in the series. Mm-hmm. But it's just the Zord. It doesn't transform or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So like,
I think Vanderpike might be onto something.
Yeah,
this is him mid growth. So what they're gonna do is release a smaller 6-inch scale one, and then a larger like 10-inch scale one, and then this is the one right in the middle, so you can have the transformation.
I don't mind that the Sphinx is bigger, but man, that pumpkin guy, he should be way smaller.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I feel the opposite. I think
I feel the opposite too, according to the pictures that you showed.
Because I think like the proportions of Pumpkin Wrapper match the proportions of like Goldar. So like his arms are like he looks fine next to Goldar, which Goldar is scaled with the rest of the Rangers, but like this King Sphinx just looks
Yeah.
like he's
No, you're right about that.
humongous. And like I get that like everybody's gonna justify it, like you can do like multi-scale display and whatnot, which is completely viable and a good excuse, but at the end of the day it's an excuse. Like why couldn't they just make him the right scale, to be quite honest?
I mean, just going off right here, you can see their waists are at the same height basically right here, and so are their shoulders. So a
He's just got a
Ranger
big-ass
necessarily and same with this Ranger, like you look at their shoulders are, you know, these are same, obviously they're people in suits, you know, these are regular ass human people.
Obviously.
But here, the shoulders on these two guys is like, you know, should be about even, and look, that's where his biceps start.
Yeah, it's very egregious on the King Sphinx, but like I think it's just the Pumpkin Wrapper could be a little shorter, but like I mean, I think honestly the Pumpkin Wrapper is fine.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's not unfortunate, but you know, if you're a Power Rangers diehard, obviously to you it's like, come on, you know, why couldn't they get this right?
Absolutely.
But there's definitely ways, like nobody's gonna be mad about having this in their collection, and even this could be a little bit of like what do they call it when retconning? They could be kind of retconning the heights of some of these monsters now that Hasbro like physically owns Power Rangers, and you know, kind of making these, let's say, the height that they should.
They fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
like,
easier, but-
yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Honestly, at the end of the day, like, I'm still gonna get these. It's like a modern miracle that we're getting a fucking King Sphinx and a Pumpkin Wrapper. But like, you know, you have to give critique when it's warranted, just so the line can improve. You know?
Yeah. And it's improving for sure. I mean, this is another thing I think is adding height is just the design of these ankles. You know,
you
like,
can see the...
like where it ends right here. I feel like if it ended right here, you'd be cutting off like a half inch or quarter inch even.
Yeah.
Just a lot of stuff. Like all these proportions could just be down a little bit. But do we want to move into something else Hasbro related?
Yeah.
Is there something else Hasbro related?
Oh, I don't know. You guys want to talk about 616?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. We're talking about the new documentary on Disney Plus called Marvel 616, which is a multi-part series kind of taking a look at like different facets of Marvel and its influence throughout pop culture and media and everything.
Hey,
and
buddy,
one of the
that's starring Boog Nice 10.
Well, yeah. I was burying the lead a little bit, but I was gonna say we do have one of the cameo stars of the episode titled Unbox, which is all about the influence of Marvel toys in media and, you know, the beginnings of when Toy Biz bought Marvel when they were bankrupt, moving into like the modern era when Hasbro now has the license and has been creating Marvel Legends. And it really focuses on some of the figures that we've actually like been talking about that are like coming out right now, like Cyborg Spider-Man, and its creation process is heavily featured. So it's kind of cool that we've just been talking about this and we're getting these in hand now, and this is like coming out at a perfect time for you to like learn about it.
And you know what? It actually explains what we brought up last week. Now that you said that, remember last week we were like, "Why do all of us know about Cyborg Spider-Man? He's in stores right now, but Hasbro hasn't said anything." It's probably because of this.
Yep. So
I'm really not even actually up on any of this because I haven't seen any of the episodes. How many episodes has it been so far? I'm confused.
It all dropped at once. I think it's like 10 episodes.
Okay.
But it's different shit.
You know, one of them focuses on like female writers and creators in Marvel media. One of them focuses on like the cosplay community, and then this episode is about toys.
The best, real quick, the best episode besides this. So I haven't seen these either, but I've seen what the episodes look like. Rick, have you seen all the episodes or anything?
No, that was what I was gonna do today.
Their Spider-Man episode, the front cover of their Spider-Man episode is Toei's Spider-Man. It's the most incredible
oh my god.
It's literally about Spider-Man, and like it's literally only Spider-Man.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it focuses on Japanese Spider-Man.
Oh, Rick, then that means, you know, our boy's in for Spider-Verse 2.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We gotta have a watch party, man.
Absolutely, no question.
One, in fact.
That pretty much confirms it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there's no question. They wouldn't be hyping him up this much for no reason.
Just for the listeners and viewers and what have you, these guys were joking, but like halfway joking, but last year, right before Toy Fair, or was that this year? What am I
That
saying?
was
Oh
this
my
year.
God,
Yeah.
this year has been so nuts that I'm thinking a whole year has already passed. But yeah, Toy Fair 2020, right before the pandemic, basically, literally right before the pandemic. 616 Films had actually contacted me and quite a few other like influencers and people in the community, and they wanted to actually come by my crib and let me and they wanted me to talk about A.C.B.A. and talk about displaying and basically walk them through my process of setting up a display and like that whole thing. But for whatever reason, there were some time constraints on their part. It wasn't on me, and it didn't really work out. So I think they kind of rushed that segment of it as far as like getting somebody to be the toy photographer person, I guess. Um, I don't know this for sure. I haven't seen any of the episodes yet, but from what I've heard from other people. But yeah, they never really got around to doing any one-on-one filming with me. They did actually show up at Toy Fair though, and they were like filming different people there in the showroom and filming different influencers and doing like
Hmm.
little quick interviews or whatever the case may be. They had filmed Shartimus for like a while at one point because he was interviewing doing his interview with Dwight and I guess in the showroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got me briefly in the in the showroom. I guess I don't know. Did I send you guys that screen cap?
You
Yeah, it
did.
was like when they were. It was when they were doing like the big, keynote
Yes.
presentation, and then they just do a quick pan of the audience, and you see Boog.
Yeah, but at that particular presentation is where they announced that they were going to be um, offering the army builders on Hasbro Pulse for the
Right.
discounted price, basically. So that was the first time that they had introduced that, and then they quoted JC's verse for my intro, basically, and gave a shout out to me in the audience and stuff like that too. So too bad that didn't make it in the,
Yeah.
in the
That's
documentary.
that's what I was gonna say about the episode is like it gets into like the toys and the collecting aspect for sure, and it has like one featured toy photographer, but it's not really about the social media like influencers aspect of collecting. It's literally about the how the people who are creating the toys, like Dwight Stahl and Ryan Ting and all the people who work on the Hasbro team, how they are the big fans who landed their dream jobs to create these characters, and how they are now influencing the next generation of creators. So it's not really about the influencers; it's about the toy industry creators. So, but that's great because it's under the same lens. We're all the same. Fans of things, but it's I do wish that they had gotten more into that, and that does seem like it was something that was intended to be talked about, but was kind of cut out because maybe of time constraints, or maybe they just had to like condense the entire project altogether because of the pandemic.
So yeah, so I heard that the person that was featured as I guess the toy photographer person was Mitchell Wu, right?
Yeah.
Wu, which is Johnny Wu's uncle, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, Sergeant Banana's uncle. That is Lieutenant Plantain. Wait, no, commit. Wait.
Sergeant Bananas, fool.
Lieutenant Plantain.
No, I'm talking about his uncle. His uncle. He's a higher rank.
The Spanish channel is called Platanos Maduros.
But yeah, that's Sergeant Banana's uncle, and he was featured because he actually at that toy fair had like a toy photography gallery exhibit, which I
Nice.
guess was like the first non-trade show like booth or whatever that they've had at toy fair, because toy fair is all like for vendors and for people buying product for their stores.
That was actually very funny. That went over my head. I'm sorry.
Took me a second.
But yeah, so yeah, quite a few people hit me up and was just saying how it was kind of whack that it was Mitchell that had the segment. So
Yeah.
fuck it, I don't care. I ain't hating either, but I'm just not. I'm just y'all know I'm never a fan of all of that like throwing dirt and like putting wind on water and shit. Like fuck all of that shit.
Yeah, it's
I don't give a fuck.
Here we go. One of the spiciest moments of all time.
Yeah, we gotta watch our words here, you know, because we want to be supportive to somebody in the community who did all this, but at the same time, it's like, you know, there's. I guess I said it in the chat best. Like, of all the people featured in this documentary, like, you know, they have all these things in their background. You know, they have Marvel this. They got David Vonner in this, and he, you know, he's in his apartment, and he's got all kinds of tchotchkes and memorabilia in the back that really shows off who they are. And like the featured photographer, like, just has like a really like regular house, and he just like it doesn't come off as like in this world as everybody else. Not to say that he's not like that, but just the way that it's presented on the show.
I think you're spot on in that. I don't think that. I think you're spot on in that because I don't think that. And again, this is me. I'm saying this shit. I'll take all the smoke. I don't give a fuck. But,
I don't want the smoke. Take it.
But I don't think that Mitchell has even been collecting that long, and I think that was like some of the like rift between him and Johnny. And Johnny is absolutely the better photographer out of the two of them. But even Johnny, I don't think has been collecting for more than like 5 or 6 years or something like that, maybe, or whatever. So yeah, it would have been nice for them to get somebody that was like really about this shit, that was engulfed in this shit from the very beginning, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I would have probably enjoyed seeing Johnny on there before Mitchell, because I think he's a better more in tune with the shit, and then it's not like some just like opportunist shit, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think either one of them have been like have the chops, have the like collecting like history, like, you know, in this shit.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like they definitely are like, especially Mitchell is like photographer first. Like his career before he found toys was photography.
Right.
And then he found toys, and that, you know, kind of fell into that, and that's been his thing since. Whereas like I think the people that you feel would represent us better is someone who was like a collector first, who's been collecting, been deep in the trenches, you know, from jump, and then through the advent of social media, and you know, better access to technology, have found photography to be an outlet for our creativity with these figures. It's a top down kind of thing rather than bottom up.
Bad. I know I'm probably like lagging a little bit because I keep trying to say shit and whatever, but at the very least, pick somebody who has been collecting since Toy Biz, that like is just engulfed in Marvel Legends. I don't even like honestly even see either one of them as like big Marvel Legends collectors like that either too. So like I don't know.
No, that's actually a really good point, because if they had followed the career of a collector, you know, from Toy Biz to Hasbro, to kind of mirror or parallel the journey of the Hasbro or the Marvel brand of toys from Toy Biz to Hasbro, that would have been cool. That, you know, from a filmmaking standpoint, that would have been more compelling, is to watch someone grow up with this stuff rather than like a really good photographer who, you know, because this shit is popping now, found this.
Right. And I found it weird that they didn't go to any of their like go-to people that they even do like ad campaigns with, like their go-to people like Nose Rain or Sweat Picks or Black Series, or I guess Black Series don't really shoot Marvel shit like that or whatever, but like one of those go-to guys or whatever, or Johnny, like they would have just made more sense. I didn't understand that.
It definitely, it feels more to do with the Toy Fair as an event booking Mitchell Wu as the photographer. Okay. And that's why he's featured in the documentary, is because he is the Toy Fair featured photographer rather than like representative of the toy community of photography.
All right, yeah, that makes sense. And yo, again, for the people that's going to try to like say I'm saying some wild shit, I didn't even see this yet or whatever, so I may be totally like off base and like may have a totally different opinion of it once I actually see it too. So, you know.
I will say that I think it was the easiest like folding in point for just like regular people like this. So even though this whole show is for people like us, it needs to have like wide mass appeal, and like introducing someone like Mitchell, who's an established photographer, it's easier for people to not necessarily accept is a strange term, but like it's just easier for them to accept that like, oh, this is like toy photography, and they've probably seen a couple of his shots like show up on like been shared in like pages and stuff like that. It's the same way like MCU tries to like introduce magic. Like you can't just go straight in to like multiple dimensions and magic and shit like that, just the same way that you can't just like go straight into like one of our like hardcore members that do everything tangibly. Like people will just look at that and like not truly understand it. I think that they have to like ease people into, I guess, our world is the easiest way to say it, but like it's just the same situation where like, I mean, I'm sure all of us have encountered it, like whenever like a toy photo like really blows up, and like all of our relatives like just share it to our page, like our Facebooks and stuff. Like
get shared again.
Yeah, it's never stuff that we're personally into, but like it's just the way that like normal people, but like the mass audience like views toy photography. So I think it's an interesting point to like fold their audience into toy photography, and hopefully later when they do, if they do touch back on this, then they go even deeper to like our level where we like replicate displays and just do everything tangibly and stuff like that, and then fold in more collectors that have been, like you said, Fabio, that have been into this since the Toy Biz days and everything like that. So
I've been into it since this Toy Biz. How about that, huh? Look at this pinless tech. That's pinless. Look at that.
Bro, pinless?
Put me in the documentary. This is pinless. Look at this.
That's brilliant, dude. I mean, it had a lot of really good guests and a lot of good speakers on this stuff. You know, Dave Bonner was on there, who we've had on this show.
Hell yeah.
We had Jesse Falcon, who is like one of the original Toy Biz guys, and now he's like head of, I think, I forget what the exact title they was, but it was something of like hard line media, like anything that is like physical Marvel media, he is like director overseer of. Like what a title.
No doubt. It's interesting to see them dive into the careers of these guys, but I hate that Dave is actually not even working with Marvel Legends right now, though. That's the most shitty part of this whole thing to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, you know what, Boog? I said in Plastic and Paint. I wonder if there's a shift that we've not heard of. Dave Bonner, for some strange reason, has been. It'd be nice to get him back on and ask him. He's been sharing a lot of Hasbro's work and like having the Hasbro toys on his desk, and he has nothing to do with Hasbro anymore. So it's actually really, I found it really weird.
I know he's friends. Like all these guys are friends from their Toy Biz days.
Right. Yeah, they all still good friends though, for sure. But also, like, I mean, technically he's still like a part of this shit because he's a part of the history. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all still have figures in our collection that Dave worked on. We all have a figure in our collection that has fucking Dave's face on it. You know what I'm saying?
He was ahead of his time.
It's no way that they couldn't really include him, but I feel a certain type of way that he's not really like, he still seems like an outsider in a way because he's not part of the current team and the success that the current team is sharing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, they at a huge inflection point right now for Marvel Legends and like, you know what I'm saying, collecting, displaying all of this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I just feel like he's not getting his like just desserts in a way and shit like that. And again, maybe I'm like talking about some shit I don't know about, but like just as a spectator on the outside looking in, it's just like it seems like he's on the outside looking in at some of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think he mostly speaks during like the Toy Biz days. Same with this lady that I'll show in a sec. So they kind of speak up most during the Toy Biz stuff, and then it kind of shifts into the Hasbro, and that's when Dwight and Jesse. And then there's that little clip of Dwight walking through the offices and everything. That's when that picks up.
Okay.
And then you don't really see Dave again until the end. So they do a good job of transitioning it, and then they have a nice little segment on Funko as well. They do a good job of saying like Hasbro is really into like the toy engineering aspect of this, and like innovating in terms of like paint and articulation and all that stuff. And then Funko is into like the whimsical, cutesy stuff.
The
real quick, just to double back to the Mitchell Wu like segment. What actual pictures of his did they show? Like, what Marvel stuff did they show?
They showed one of him and Thanos fighting Squirrel Girl, or Squirrel Girl like beating Thanos. And then they do a couple, just shot. That's him that he's like setting up, and then there's one of him setting up Professor X with like the hover chair and like the X women around him, and then he does like a mist effect to make it look like the ground underneath the hover chair is levitating and everything, and shooting up. So those are the ones that they show him setting up, but then in the gallery they show a couple of other little random like finished photos.
Right.
So he's kind of like at the beginning, and then a little bit in the middle, and then at the end when they. I guess the other big deal was that he was also cutting the ribbon at Toy Fair.
Whoa.
Yeah. So he was not only the feature photographer, but he's the first, guest outside of industry, to cut the ribbon.
Interesting. Okay.
Is that his photo that's being used for the cover as well, or no?
Which one?
The cover.
Oh, this one here?
Yeah.
Let me see. Hang on.
Whichever one it is.
I can't even see any.
This one.
Right now.
I'm not entirely sure that it is.
Yeah,
it might be.
That shit is.
It might be, but I'm not sure. Oh, they also show Ryan Ting setting up a shot too, like for the Hasbro packaging. Yeah. So that was cool.
That's the other thing, and I keep saying that I want to like delve into this shit deeper and like as far as like really like critiquing like people's photos and shit like that. Because I mean, hey, this is the A.C.B.A. podcast, right? So like, there are guys that are like technically fucking phenomenal at setting up displays, at posing figures, at making it look so realistic and so crazy, that are like super underrated, that don't have huge followings and whatever. Then there's guys that are like good at, I don't know, throwing dirt and shit and like
remote shutters and low ISO speeds and all that.
Right, yeah, that type of shit. You know what I mean? So, like, bring up that picture again. Like, that picture is, for the cover shot, is just like, like any one of us, like purists, like from the group and shit like that, is looking at that shit, and we looking at Scarlet Witch's pose and like, that shit's whack. You know what I'm saying? We're just
Black Widow, yeah.
No, it's just like, damn,
every single character's posing is terrible in that shot.
If you're gonna shop out all the stands and the wires and all of that shit, then you should be able to make the most dynamic official tissue straight out the comic book looking pose. Like if that's the case, like, get somebody with a fucking eye for this shit to really like do this shit and do it well, man, and do it right, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's like you said. If you have the ability of Photoshop, well then fucking go all out and have these dudes doing the most dramatic poses, because you don't have to worry about the stands. You're gonna shop those out anyways, or the string, whatever it may be. Like it's literally no exaggeration or not some sort of joke that every character in this shot is posed badly.
Fam,
there are people like the effort of getting it onto a wire. Like there
are people that could pose their ass off right now that they can be consulting with. Like, you know what I'm saying? That they're not going to take no huge consulting fee because they just so-and-so from the Bronx or some shit. Like, somebody that can fucking do this shit right, Like,
it's a weird thing to me because, like, if I feel like this is a medium where, like, if it looks like too good and you can't tell they're toys anymore, like, it just flies over most people's heads. So you kind of need something half-assed like this to still show that they are toys.
Mm-hmm.
So people can be like, oh, that looks good. Oh, but I see that they're toys. Whereas, like, if the posing and everything is all right, it's not, oh, I see they're toys. It's like, wait, those are toys? That reaction is different. And
it's funny that you say that because Marvel uses promotional images of characters, and it's just the hot toy. And it's not actually like an image of a character or anything. It's just a picture of them. They do that really, really often. So it's funny that you say that that they would lose it, but they do that very often, where they just use a toy to represent a fucking character.
It's got to be like an uncanny valley thing because, like, I don't know, you need a certain amount of, like, removal from the subject to, like, be able to tell what it is. And if you're like too immersed. It doesn't even like why is this? If the posing and everything was like super on point with this to the point where it looks like an actual like comic splash page in every facet, it's like, why is this the cover for a toy episode? This is clearly like a CGI rendered, like somebody made this.
I mean, no, you just wanted to have that effect. You don't really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what good A.C.B.A. is, right? When you just be like, that shit sucks. Like when you can't tell almost because it's so fucking good. That's the essence of this shit. That's the people that like should essentially be getting like thousands and thousands of likes on their pictures on Instagram and shit. Where it's just like, god damn, like I didn't even know that was a toy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. But whatever. I digress. The fucking these episodes have been good though, overall though. Yes, in your opinion though, right?
Yeah, I've only seen this episode, and I liked it. It's well shot. It's well done, and Ryan Ting gets to talk about his trading cards, so I know he's happy about it.
How does it stack up to like the toys that made us? Because basically that's what this is, right?
Yeah, basically, it's the Marvel toys that made us. Basically,
I will say
it's similar. It's a little more. I feel like they let the people talk more than like the narrator. You know, they doesn't really have a narrator. It's all just told through these people. So it's a good feature for sure. You get to see a lot of different aspects of, you know, the day-to-day Hasbro Marvel Legends team goings-ons. If you wonder how they organize their stuff, or I don't know if you guys remember on one of the Fan First Fridays, I think it was the one where Dwight showed the Stilt Man. They have like that one room that has like literally all of the Marvel Legends like in a shelf display, like multi-tiered. That's actually that's in the show they featured. It's apparently like their archive. That's their like working archive.
Oh, okay.
So when they go in there, it's not necessarily an office, but it's like they go in there and like if they're trying to like put together, you know, a new figure with like parts or whatever, they'll go in there and like pull the ones and like see if it'll work.
Okay.
So, you know, that's literally all of the Hasbro Marvel. I think there was some Toy Biz stuff in there, just all of the Marvel Legends line, you know, from beginning to end. Pretty interesting.
I will say one thing.
Yeah, go check out Disney Plus.
And
Disney 616.
Just to Pete, say what you were going to say. My bad.
No,
before you forget.
The one thing I will say before we move on, it's interesting what you guys brought up earlier. Like there has to be like the connect where it still looks like toys, and I think that's for like a wide audience appeal. Like they like that it looks like toys. Like I think that like that's like some of the magic, you know, where it's like, oh shit, you can do these with toys. That's so sick. Like my 4-year-old is playing with this right now. I had no idea that this is what people are doing, and I think that's like the magic middle ground specifically for promotional stuff. When it gets to the level of like an art form, like display art and stuff like that, that's when that stuff, you know, goes to the sidelines and whatnot. But when it comes to like marketing, I personally think that they purposefully still punch below their weight, or they get people to punch below like what is truly possible with display art and stuff like that, because they still need people to realize that these are still toys.
Yeah, and that's the reason why people like Figma and SHF and Mafex and whatnot, like, you know, they're given much more of a hard time because they're not trying to cater to the audience that you just brought up.
Yeah, I could see that. That's a very good point from both of you. I can definitely see that. But yeah, this is regardless of anything, I think it's something that we should still support, and even support the people that are part of this, because it's still our culture and it's still the shit that we are on the podcast talking about. Like, you know, it's important to us. It's our lives, basically.
It's our point of view. That's our unique point of view on this. You know?
Yeah, no doubt. But so yeah, we should still absolutely support everybody that's involved with this in any form or fashion, and support it because it's still shining light on our community and what we do, and like really giving a voice to nerds like us. So yeah, man, it's pretty cool though, regardless.
Hell yeah.
Really good stuff. So shifting over from Marvel to Mafex, if you will allow me. Not like a crazy amount of anything from Mafex.
I think we have one thing about Marvel Legends. Didn't something happen this past week? I don't know. I guess that Negative Zone Spider-Man started showing up. That's just trash. So go ahead, move on.
Yeah. There's some reviews of that already. It's whatever. It's any news that we have is just following up on any stories. The biggest story from Marvel Legends was this Target debacle. Moving into Mayfex though, not really news, more of a tease. Pretty cool though. What does this
Oh
say?
yeah, that's so sick. I can't wait for that.
Oh, I forgot about
Is
this
this-
actually.
This is awesome. First of all, I love who's seen The Boys. Can we speak freely on The Boys?
Hell
I think
yeah.
you also
so
it.
good.
No,
You've
Pete,
seen
you
all of
didn't-
it.
I can do anything I want.
Pete, did you see it?
No, my wife watched it, but I did not. But I don't care about spoilers. I don't care. Go ahead, talk freely.
Oh, okay. It's a great show. That is the only thing I will spoil for you is that it's fantastic and it is a refreshing view on the superhero genre, much needed in the nihilistic 2020.
It's better than the comics, which isn't often.
Yeah,
Is it really?
It's
Interesting.
really good.
they do a really good job of adapting to modern storylines. Things are pretty poignant to what is going on in modern times in terms of these superheroes getting milked for all this money by giant corporations. But what if the superheroes were jerks? What a twist.
What a twist.
But we got the biggest jerk of all, dude. We got a tease for Homelander, which is awesome. I personally would love a soft goods, all soft goods version of these characters. But these Mayfex ones might have to tide me over for a while because
Here you go,
Yeah,
trying to get Hasbro to make you fucking The Boys figures. We hear you. All right.
yeah, if you don't mind, of course. I'll take some Soap Studios too. Screw it.
There you
I don't
go.
know about
You
that. Hold on a second. No. Take that
I just
back.
want a Homelander with giant hands,
Bobby doesn't care who he gets his fix from.
No,
Just give it to him.
I'll just take the suit and put it on a better body. Who cares?
He doesn't
Easy.
fucking care.
That's
Just
funny.
give it to him, man.
How deep do you think these guys are gonna go with this?
I mean, if it's Mayfex, they can go pretty deep. I mean, they're going pretty deep with Batman Hush and
that's
the
true.
90s Spider-Man stuff.
They
It'll
did the whole-
definitely be the title characters. Obviously, we just want the 7. We want Homelander, Black Noir, Queen Maeve, the Deep, Starlight, kind of. I mean, that most likely we'll get Starlight, but it'd be
How
cool
are
if
they
we
gonna
got
do translucent?
yeah, Translucent would be packed in with one of these characters, and it would just be an empty bubble.
That would be so sick, man.
Yeah. Or I mean, if they want to do it from season 2, it'd be really funny if they did this Homelander and then with Translucent's funeral cask, and it's the glass box.
That
You know what?
meme for
Yeah.
translucent has gone super viral.
You know what? Being that it is Mayfex, I could definitely see them doing that. Pack it in the urn with one of them. Yeah, that would make
Mhm.
perfect sense. Actually. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, the accessories are definitely gonna make or break this figure because it's Mayfex. This to me has the makings of being as good as the Shazam. The Shazam had really similar things going on in terms of the soft goods cape, the texture on the suit. It's a superhero body, and that Shazam I think came out really good. I've actually been looking for it, but
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't buy that one, but I saw that it came out nice though for sure.
So if we get any of that, that'd be great. Some laser eye effects, some milk, maybe a bottle of breast milk or something would be nice.
Oh my god! Give
Not
him
for
a
me,
bottle
for the
of-
Homelander figure, you fucking perverts. Yeah, this the soft goods cape, I mean, is already a big plus for me. I don't know about this rubber, kind of cowl piece that goes over it, kind of I guess it would be something like this. The Batman animated figures like this, where it's the cape is
Mhm.
underneath the cowl piece like that. I'm not crazy about that, but I can see that it obviously works for this design of cape.
I could see
Prefer
them,
a full soft.
I could see them really knocking the a Black Noir out the park. I think that would be right up Mayfex's alley. That sort of design will work well with their figure with their scheme of making figures.
Mm-hmm.
8.
I mean, they've got to do the 7 for sure, but I mean, they could pull off a good William Butcher as well, and Petite Huey and all that stuff.
I think it would be better to just go one character from the boys, one from the seven, one character from the boys, one character from the
Yeah,
seven.
yeah, yeah.
There's
I mean, if they do Starlight, they'd have to do two versions too.
a lot of potential for crossover accessories, though. I'm really thinking about all the different like little cool accessories they could do, and Mafex could kind of like push it to the limit too with things that they could include. You know what I'm saying? That you wouldn't get from other companies. You know what I mean?
What about a good Stormfront?
Yeah, Stormfront would be good. That's what I'm thinking. Is like, is this going to be based on season 1 or season 2? Because if it's season 1, you know, that limits things a little bit in terms of accessories as well. So hopefully it's season 2, so that we can get some more of those characters. And you know, it'd be cool if we even got some like minor side characters, or even like
I want a Madeline Stillwell.
like I want Annie, but I also want Starlight. You know, two different versions of her. Theoretically, Homelander. I mean, it's the best character on the show, so you got to do that like right away.
You know what would be a good way to do it, man? Is that you give Starlight a head sculpt with a hat on, because that's how she always is when she's civilian. You give her cloth clothing and swappable feet, and boom, that's civilian. So you could do it both in one. You know, that would be sick. You know, all you need is the clothes, a head sculpt, and feet, and it'd be a done deal.
Yeah. And then Starlight technically has two costumes. Is she going to do like the little, you know, the classic original costume where she has the little cape and the skirt, or are we going to do the thigh high boots and like, you know, the unitard?
the erotic one?
Yeah, the Vought Starlight. Oh, of course, A-Train. That's what I was thinking of. I'm like, wait, who am I thinking of? Oh, A-Train is the last one. A-Train we gotta have.
I said A-Train.
Oh, my bad. I didn't sorry.
I'm wondering if the actors are getting anything from these figures.
I'd hope so.
I would imagine it's all rolled into their contracts for merchandise.
Yeah, we were talking in the A.C.B.A. Discord about this. I said, what if what if this is a real action hero figure?
Oh my god.
Could you imagine the disrespect?
Okay. Mr. William brings up a good point. It'll take 5 years for Mafex to release the 7. Yeah, we're going to be waiting a while if we want the full team.
No doubt.
It'll take 5 years for them to release the promo for everybody.
Here's the thing. Could they even sell a Stormfront? Because, you know, you can't be selling, you know, you can't be using the N-word. And I don't mean, well, okay, that sounds bad.
Oh, boy.
I don't
can't say Nazi anymore. That's a bad thing. For some reason. So what if someone is like, wait, I don't want my child to have no child should even have these. What am I thinking? This shouldn't be a problem, right? Everyone, these toys will just be released and no one will even have a problem with it.
You're having Breaking Bad at Toys R Us flashbacks right now, Fabi.
Yeah. I think
you mean the Django at Toys R Us?
Oh my God, yeah.
Right.
Wow.
That's true. I guess it's tough with anything that is touchy subject like this, but either way, it's a property that's been like hotly wanted for a very long time. People have been making like Homelander customs out of like Marvel Legends figures, so it's time for Homelander to get his ass kicked in some toy photography.
And there's a good balance for that, like a custom of Homelander. I forget what the hell the Patriot, right? That's it looks just like him.
Yeah, for sure.
So we don't have any release date or anything on this yet, right? Just the teaser image. Huh?
That's like they said. We don't even know if this is Mafex. This might be Real Action Heroes.
Could you imagine? That would be
another fucking toy lost to RAH. First, then
all we could do is wait as far as that's concerned. So I guess we can move on beyond this.
Yeah, so that is all we really got from Mafex.
No, they showed Batman. They showed a Batman.
No, we got one other thing from Mafex. We got one.
Oh, my bad.
We got I don't know if you got the images, but I've only seen them on Dallas's Instagram. The Dark Knight Returns Batman Superman Buster suit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, here we go. Armored Batman.
Yeah, so Armored Batman coming out from Mafex.
Man, if we didn't get enough back when Batman vs Superman was in theaters, now we're getting them in Dark Knight Returns form.
I'll tell you what, the Dark Knight Returns Batman is probably going to go down as one of my top 10 figures of this year. So, FX did an amazing job with that figure, man.
Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear.
I mean, this looks great. Soft goods cape, that looks really good. I love the pleats on that from what we can see here.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna treat us to the two capes, man. Maybe one will have the bendy wire in there.
I think this one does have a bendy wire.
Oh, okay.
From what I can tell here, like the edge at
It
least.
makes sense because the Dark Knight Returns, the regular Batman in the black and gray had bendy wire in the cape, so it looks like about the same design, basically.
I was gonna say I don't think they've ever made a cape that didn't have bendy wire in it.
And it looks like a better cape than the Hush Batman.
Well, no.
How dare you?
They had one Batman that didn't have it. The
Christian.
Justice League Batman didn't have it.
Oh, that's true. The first one? Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Batman?
Yeah.
But keep in mind, don't just I like Ben Affleck as Batman, so don't hate me for it.
Man, I do too.
Me too. I will say the only thing I don't like about but the only cause for concern in this is the image of him kicking in the upper left corner. Like, you can see how they had to finagle his leg to get his leg to go up that high. But, like, you know, he's in a suit of armor. Whatever, dude. Oh.
No thigh swivel, it seems like. It looks like it just swivels along the ball, but not enough. So he does that weird, like, side kick, you know, like it swings up.
Yeah, for that, they would have to have, like, a two-part thigh joint like SH Figure Arts has to get that kind of range, and it looks like it's just not there. But that's not really, you know, Mafex's MO either, so it's hard to fault them for that.
Well,
I was going to say,
know what this means, though. You know that we're definitely going to be getting Superman soon.
Absolutely.
For sure. That's going to be a hot release.
Yes.
For
That's
sure.
a thick-ass Superman, man.
It is.
There's not enough Superman figures out there, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, Dallas James, man, he's fucking having a good 2021 so far.
I know he's loving the infected Superman.
I saw that
infected Super. Did we talk about that last week?
No, we did not.
I don't know. I know it's been out. Like, people have it in hand. They had it for a while, but people are really wanting them to re-release like another Superman on this body because it's got double jointed elbows and better proportions than the regular, you know, already released Superman.
Mm-hmm.
It looks great. Is that it for Mafex?
I believe so.
I think that would be it now. So, yeah.
All I'll say is that this cape looks better than the Mafex. Sorry, dude. Other than the Hush.
Oh, here we go. Here's a comparison. What about comparison? How about that? Huh?
Everybody that doesn't like their Hush Batmans, just send me one, please.
I'll take the cape.
So
Let me make you hate the cape enough to just send me the cape.
You know,
Get rid of
I'm
it.
I'm not a big fan of the cape, but I don't hate it like everybody else does. I don't know. But I definitely think that it's not a great cape or anything, but I don't know. People hate this fucking cape too much, I think.
Rick said, give him a chance. Give the cape a chance.
Just give him a chance.
He'll get none and like it. All right, moving into another overseas company. If we're done with Mafex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was it for Mafex.
From Mafex to Storm Collectibles, everybody.
Let's go.
Oh man, this is crazy.
My Sub-Zero right here.
Hell yeah. Mortal Kombat
This
3,
is it.
what happened to my Sub-Zero? Sub-Zero. Fuck yeah.
That's right. This looks awesome.
Wackest.
I mean, it looks just like the thing.
That's so great. Yeah, everybody who's been a fan since 1 and 2, yeah, they booted up 3. They're all like, "Yeah, what the fuck, man? What's going on? Hello? Where'd the rest of his shirt go? And his mask? You know what year this is? Put your fucking mask on."
Right.
Why am I seeing midriff?
But dude, he has the dope, you know, like 80s like muscle shirt design where it cuts all the way down like the sides.
Oh shit.
Look at this. You don't even see the sides of his ribs right here.
Oh yeah.
Weak.
You know,
I saw.
What he comes with though is the best.
I saw
The
somebody
figure might be like the design is iffy, but
flagging.
what were you saying, Boog?
No. I was saying I saw somebody comment that was actually smart for them to pack in all of these accessories with this particular design
Oh, yeah.
because, you know,
oh yeah.
No one's gonna
design that
want
nobody. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Except Fabio.
This is the least wanted Sub-Zero, but he comes with the most wanted accessories.
yeah.
He's got like everything you could possibly want. If you've ever missed out on a Sub-Zero, like this is probably the one to get just for the ice effects.
Yeah, that shit.
Eddie and Andrew knew exactly what they were doing with this fucking
They
thing.
sure did.
Look at this. This is just wild because okay, so you put the whole figure. If it's a standard 7-inch, Storm Collectibles figure, ideally Scorpion inside the ice coffin right here, right? And then you hold the coffin over his head, and then you can split the coffin in half as well, and then insert these new blood effects to make it look like he's, breaking the dude inside in half.
Yeah. What a move.
That's crazy. And then be left in a pile of guts and viscera.
Oh yeah.
Who doesn't love a good pile of viscera?
I love
You know what?
a good pile of viscera.
Who doesn't love getting in some guts? That's what I'm saying, right?
We need to do some year like awards and shit like that, and like do some real like obscure shit like best accessories in the line.
Yeah.
Like as
We definitely should.
Storm is
Because already, I agree. Because already this is like just look at this blood pool that he comes with. Right, it comes with ripples because that's where you stand him.
Yeah. Next level.
What the heck? Are you kidding me, dude? Look, he comes with there's ripples on here.
yeah, that's pretty sick.
What
That's
about
great.
his nipples?
So that whole thing is one piece, like just one flat piece you lay down.
Mm-hmm.
No. So it's the blood is like one thing, and then the gore is like separate little pieces on top.
Oh wow!
You see this?
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
You can get really customizable with how you want your gore placed.
Honestly, yeah. This honestly, I might just have to get this Sub-Zero because again, this is my Sub-Zero, so I'm happy to jump into Storm Collectibles with this Sub-Zero, but now I got to go back and get that Scorpion too.
Well, they probably, moving back onto the accessories, they probably made those separate pieces because there's tons of fatalities where people just spit out mad bones and body parts all the time. So this is like such a universal like accessory, and it would be crazy fucked up for them to keep it only for this Sub-Zero. But what a move also,
They've got to be reusing at least some of this for something,
I can imagine. Yeah.
Man, yeah. So this is awesome. I don't even know what to say, man. This is
How deep are they into characters here? They still got a lot of characters to do, huh? I think I asked that.
Yeah, you asked it like a while ago on a previous episode for sure. They've got
Now
a
that
few.
They've done a lot of characters already. They've done so many, but I think they've still not done as many that they still have yet to do.
No, absolutely
Because
not.
Mortal Kombat is just huge. But they've done all the ninjas. They've done, at least from the first game, they've done, Scorpion a few different times. They've done variants for everything and Bloody and, whatever. They've done all the cyborg ninjas. We really just need, like, the more unique characters, like Sonya, Kano, Jax.
Well, they're probably like stacking their bread with all these
sure.
re-releases and everything to fund like the extremely, like unique molds they have to produce and everything like that. So it's a smart.
I mean, they're definitely
smart
going to
marketing.
reuse most of like the bare torso pieces. I don't see them doing unique musculature for like Jax.
Oh,
I could see them just reusing this torso right here on this Sub-Zero and then just putting the metal arms on it. New bottoms, all that stuff.
That's true. Yeah.
So they'll reuse what they can, but yeah, they definitely need. They've been making money off a lot of reuse so far.
Yeah, it makes fiscal sense for them to go ahead and get all the characters that are the most universal in terms of like the parts they can swap and everything out of the way first, just to establish themselves as having a huge wide catalog, and then as soon as everybody is like already in to the line, then they start releasing unique stuff, because at that point everybody's like, all right, tight, well I'm already like 10 figures deep, I might as well.
Yeah, I honestly
Captain McKay said something interesting down there. This Sub-Zero could be easily repurposed for a Shang Tsung.
Oh,
yeah,
shit. Yeah,
true.
You're right, very true.
I honestly think that Storm Collectibles has one of the best rollouts of any line.
From 2 and 3, Boog.
Show me.
Because Shang Tsung has the same I don't know, cloth. It's not even a shirt. I can't even call it a shirt. It's
like overlay, like I don't know, harness.
Vest, shawl,
Yeah. Here.
mini cardigan.
Somebody pull up a picture of Shang Tsung for this
Yeah.
man.
My only thing is I don't think the Scorpion was as well done as it could have been.
How? Show me. It's like
I don't know, there's something off with the mask, I think, but I think it's more to do with it just fitting into like the Storm Collectibles aesthetic rather than like it looking off the game. Yeah, I mean, I just need this right here. Like, if I could just have this display right here in my house, that'd be fantastic. I'd be done forever, right?
that right there. Yeah. I could.
So I guess Scorpion and Sub-Zero from the first game is going for mad money right now.
Oh yeah, yeah. Those are the first two. Those are the most expensive figures in the line.
Absolutely. I beat myself up every day for not getting that Sub-Zero.
Dude, they re-released the
bloody versions and stuff.
No, it's slightly different, but there's another yellow Scorpion out there
Yes.
in like the quilted vest, but it's a newer release compared to the original one with like I think updated engineering.
Yeah, I have the initial Scorpion. I was actually thinking about for a while just getting like a ninja and then just painting him. I mean, it's really not that difficult.
That would be foolish. Here's Shang Tsung, Boog.
It's definitely
They
possible.
got like a
okay. That design. Got it. Yeah, I was drawing a blank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're thinking of like old man in the wizard robes, shit like that.
No, this is my Shang Tsung right here, too, dude.
And it's funny, man, that after the first time they made him look like that, they always make him look like the one from the movies now.
Yeah, they sure do.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, in the new Mortal Kombat game, I think when he's like young, he has this outfit and he looks like this, but it's the actor from the movies.
I gotta go back and watch that first movie again so I can
So
laugh
good.
and like.
Soul is mine.
Yes. Okay. Yes. But as soon as you're done, just watch the opening scene until the title of the second
Yeah.
one, and see how many actors they kill and replace.
It's so funny. Johnny!
It's more than one.
That Shang Tsung is also the grandfather to Johnny Tsunami.
Hell yeah. Another deep cut.
Another deep cut. Shout out to Johnny Tsunami's grandpa.
That's it. So good.
But I just love how in the original Mortal Kombat games, it was like literally dudes like in the costumes, like rotoscoping their movements or whatever.
Just a guy.
I love that.
I had made a joke about Storm having to fight Can of Beams over these effects, but I think I'm actually about to get something that Can of Beams worked on, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta look this up. Hold on.
He just posted a bunch of stuff for sale last week, I believe.
Yeah. Sold out in 2 seconds.
Well, he's doing them open order now, so pretty cool. Well, some of the stuff he's doing open order.
Yeah.
How did he sell this to Poncho?
I think, if I got this right, shout out to Tom Green, not the bummers.
Tom Green?
Freddie got fingered. What?
Super Tom Customs. He's working on a set that is like a Magneto helmet and like the chest piece with the articulated cape. But I think he's working with Can of Beams in some form or fashion. He's going to send me the set though, so I'm looking forward to that. I'll have it in another week or two. I can really talk about it and show it off and stuff like that. So shout out to Tom and shout out to Can of Beams too.
Hell yeah.
All right, we can move on because we're bleeding into overtime here. I
we
think
skipped over Todd. Somebody said.
No, we're about to get into it. Actually, I'm moving into it right now. So, we got another update from Todd McFarlane.
This is imminent. When is everybody supposed to be getting their Kickstarter in hand?
So this was delayed like 9 to 10 days. So it was supposed to ship end of this month. Now it's shipping beginning of December.
He's taking notes from CD Projekt Red at this point with fucking Cyberpunk.
Right, exactly.
Delaying it 23 days at a time.
Did any of you guys watch Artemis's review of this figure, though?
I did, yeah.
What'd you think?
It's a terrible figure. It's terrible. It's
Yo.
terrible.
Me and
Monkey
Chartemis
arm
had a
McGee?
like OD argument like 3 days ago about this shit.
Hell yeah.
Who did?
It's leaving a little bit to be desired, let's say.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the same that is true for like the pre-sculpted torso and pre-posed and all that stuff is true for everything that pose includes, which is the neck. So if the neck is always kind of at a weird angle, and then if you like move that neck, it like the sculpt ends and then there's just nothing underneath it. So when you want to have the head looking straight forward, you could even kind of see it right here. It's just like this hard line rather than like, you know, a smooth transition.
Well, not even just the neck. Look at his fucking torso, man. This guy looks like he's walking down a runway and he's trying to pull off like a little like.
Yeah. It just
It's very
it's weird because he himself has it in like a regular like A pose, as he calls it, I think, and it doesn't look that good like that. So he's
doing the spawn hands right there in that last screenshot you showed. Go back. Oh, never mind. You're scrubbing through the video. He's like doing this shit, like on the prowl and shit over the shit.
Yeah, he's just basically like showing off a bunch of parts and like showing off, you know, how it's going to come packaged and all that. So he gets into the case and the way it's packaged. So if you have all three, it'll look like this, and a shipper, and each one of these will have its own shipper as well. He made a very big point about how it's fingerprint proof. Cool.
So good. I will say one thing. It's very nice to see him excited about Spawn again. Like,
for sure.
To be quite honest, if there's one silver lining and takeaway from this whole thing, it's very nice to see him excited about anything.
I think he's excited that people are excited about Spawn.
I think so too. He's just
he's excited that people are giving him money for.
Right.
Yeah, you can say that. It's like it's like a kid like showing off like their new shit. Like, oh, check it out. Here's the box. Oh my god, yeah, the box is even fingerprint proof. Let me tell you.
Right, exactly.
How
Mom, you don't
handling
understand
their social media? How are they handling their social media as far as like people like speaking ill of the figure and shit? Are they blocking people and stuff like that, or are they letting?
They just ignore it.
I don't know.
They do the ignore. I watched his social media and like the comment section of the video. He just ignores them. It's really funny in that video. There's a point, maybe Fabio can find it, where he's like, he has all the articulation you could want. Look, he can even touch his own head, and he's like this, really hard trying to make him touch his head. And it doesn't work. And he's like, well, you can do it, and you can totally tell he can't touch his own fucking head. Look, he's about to do it. It's so funny. Or maybe he already did it.
He's kissing his own foot.
Oh my god, dude. That's so funny.
Yo.
That's hilarious.
No.
You know what's weird? It doesn't look like the hands are like oversized on the prototypes that he's showing. But when I look like a brief moment at Chartemis's video, like this shit looks ridiculous.
Yeah, you're talking about banana hands?
Man. Chartemis said that's how the artwork is on the book. Like his hands are really big and his legs are small. Like it's true to the artwork. Is that true?
Did they make figures look like Rob Liefeld's art when that shit was hot? Like, no, they did not. It doesn't matter if the art looks like that.
Yeah, I think you skipped the part where he's like trying to make him touch his own head so badly and it doesn't work.
But what? Yeah, I'll find it. But even when he's showing the accessories, like I'll see if I can just see how like the head. Maybe when he shows it by itself, you can
I know
kind of
exactly
see
the
that,
moment you're talking about.
You see the change in the sculpt on the head when he shows like the front of it. Like right here, you see all like the detail on the neck right there. But then when he lays it flat, this end is completely flat and devoid of detail because it's meant to be up like
yeah.
You know. So when you turn it forward, all this right here is just smooth. And then you could even see like on his on whatever samples he has, the weapons are bent.
Yeah,
and
he
like,
made them soft.
sure, okay, guys, like we don't want to be nitpicky like action figure dorks who are like, oh, this is, weapons. Like this shit is gonna happen with any action figure you get.
Absolutely.
But this is a Kickstarter thing built from the ground up and made to order for all the people who like invested in this thing as like the premier Spawn figure, and it's even been nominated as an action figure of the year before even being out. It just seems like these kinds of things, should not be overlooked when this much care and thought went into it, rather than it just being another in like a cycle of releases.
He's already talking about the next Kickstarter too, huh?
Exactly. And like
And
this
it's a
knife, I
Kickstarter
guess,
nobody
wasn't
wants.
shown, but it comes with it, and it's bent as hell too.
No, I think I asked this before too. None of us backed this, right?
I
I
did,
backed
yeah.
it.
Oh,
I got
Fabio
just
did.
the one classic with no
you
signature.
Oh, you trying to
I
flip
backed-
this shit?
I
You
got the
fucking
two-pack.
scalper.
At this point, I'm just trying to
Mine
make my
arrives.
investment back.
As soon as mine arrives, it's going to eBay.
Hey,
Dude, I'm actually really.
I ordered it for my boy in Colombia. I think I mentioned that or whatever. But
I'm actually really shocked. He
Saya Vid,
open his
I'm
store back
pretty
up.
sure you guys know him. He does all his videos in
Yeah.
Spanish. He's got a big fucking following, man. He's got more fucking subscribers than me.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I don't know if any. We're not even talking about the fact that for some reason Todd didn't open the store.
Store.
Which is
What do you
really,
mean?
it's really weird and uncommon when people do these Kickstarters with figures. Halfway
yeah.
through, they'll offer up the people that back it an opportunity to buy more.
Okay.
And he didn't do that. That's really weird. It makes me wonder if like secretly he's taking all that extra stock and he's just gonna sell it again.
I don't know what he doing, but I know he got high as shit for that first amount of money that he got.
Yeah, he's definitely getting a lot of cancellations. That's for sure. It's unfortunate, but I mean,
What was the
people
overall?
love this promoting.
What was the take? 7 million?
Yeah, something like that.
7
See,
million?
I bought this because I'm gonna keep it maybe exactly like this, just looking like the original figure, and that's it. And I'll take it out every now and then for photos, but for the most part, this is how it will be displayed.
I'll do that with my Spawn if it doesn't resell, but if it does resell, it's fucking
It don't matter. It really doesn't matter how much we trash this or how much shit we talk, jokes we make. This shit is gonna sell for mad money on the secondary, no matter what. It doesn't matter. This shit is gonna be going for bread, no question about it. Especially
this is going.
man.
like,
Here we go.
yeah, let me see if he does what Rick was talking about, because he was
make
showing
all
the
the
roller
jokes
house.
we want, but
There we go.
somebody's gonna come out.
No, he can't.
If you want, he can scratch the back of his head.
And he couldn't make him do it.
Oh no.
Like,
Come on.
it's so funny, man.
Yeah.
All
I mean,
right.
it is what it is. Man. But look, you're getting a certificate. You're getting the checklist that
Look,
we
you're
went
getting
so
a certificate.
painstakingly through.
Everybody knows this is how you pose your figures. You kiss your
I
own.
got a certificate too. It's from the state, and it says that I'm a duly licensed security guard.
I got one too, right here. I'm a spectral agent of the Phantom Knights, right here, everybody.
I have a driver's license.
All right, so that's the latest on Kickstarter Spawn. Expect it to start shipping early December, like first week of December. So we should have this honestly by Christmas. All right, whatever. At least there'll be something under my tree. Rip.
Yeah.
So that is our friend Mr. McFarlane. Good.
McFarland. Oh, I think he provided Shartimus with some like stuff for a giveaway too. So you guys should probably check out Russ's channel or Instagram or something. He's doing some type of giveaway that's partly sponsored by Todd too.
Yeah, he's doing a big like multiverse wave giveaway.
Okay, cool.
All right, we end this. Let's talk October.
Yeah. So, what we're basically going to be doing is we spun for the 3 random days last week, and then I was sorting through all the photos, and then a lot of people put in some really good work, and I wanted to go ahead and feature some of these guys as well. So as we spin and people get eliminated, their photo will be up on screen. So I'll take care of all that as well. And then what we're going to do actually is we're going to spread them out, and we're going to, what do you call it? So we'll do the first day today, which is Road Rage. Next week we'll do the other theme, and the week after that we'll do the other theme, and we'll announce other winners as well in tandem with those guys. So it's gonna be
That's right.
It's gonna be pretty fun. I think so. So let me go ahead and get everything set up real quick.
We
You
want
know
to
while
talk
you're doing
pickups
that?
while Poncho's doing that.
Yeah, let's talk
Hold on,
pickups. Yeah.
While he's doing that, I'll bring up a good point that was brought up by Cerrone Games Go, and you kind of touched on it a little bit too, Fabio. It's not like we just like to hate on Todd or that this is just what we like to do. We like to bash on him, but the fact that the Kickstarter figure isn't as good as the $20 figure that's in Target right now is inexcusable.
Yeah, in terms of everything that we and our audience cares for in terms of action figures, which is posability and playability and how well it displays and how well you can put it in photos and everything. And this Spawn from Kickstarter is going to be sadly mostly like a shelf display piece.
Hell yeah.
Sadly or not sadly, depending on what kind of collector you are, of course.
So I can actually, I'm actually ready to go right now if you guys are ready to roll with this. So we've been on for about like I want to say an hour and 45. So by the time we're done with this, we can do pickups and we can get out of here. For sure.
Hell yeah! I can't wait to see it.
Hell yeah! So for everybody that's watching right now, the starting soon screen is on, just so I get everything set up real quick, and I'll screen share with you guys as well. So,
I thought you had it already, man.
It's ready. I just got a screen share. Relax.
Wait, before you do that, can I say one more thing about the Spawn? Because I don't know. I don't know if anybody noticed this in Russ's review. I'm going to try to bring it up right now. But I think some of the paint apps on his were off. Like the face, I can't find it right now, but the, what is it? Like the face sculpt was doing one pattern and then the paint was doing a different pattern over it. So just keep that in mind when you get your Kickstarter Spawn and make sure that it like is clean on the face. That is all.
You're really echoing that.
Hey, what was the total cost of this when it was all said and done? If you just backed it at like the basic level, you just got one Spawn, I guess.
Let me check. Let's see.
Why is this echo so bad?
I don't know.
I don't hear an echo, so I think it's just you, Rick.
Could be.
All right, so the Kickstarter Spawn total pledge, if I am allowed to sign in, was okay. The Spawn was 40. Shipping for me was 17, so $57.
Oh, okay. That was it? Just for the basic?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just got the one basic Spawn, no signature, nothing, or autograph or whatever.
Hell yeah.
So for that, okay, it's not too bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
All right, cool.
But if you got all of them, it was, let's see. If you got the 3-pack, the trilogy, it was $160. And that's the 3-pack, which is the classic, the modern, and the artist proof with the signature and all the other stuff.
Wow, so he made a lot of money off of $100 purchases, huh? For the most part.
Yeah, it was 3.4 million, almost 3.5 million.
Oh, I said 7 million. Damn, I don't.
That was the Sentinel, right?
Yeah, Sentinel was that.
Seven.
And even though the Sentinel like got back like crazy, I guess the Razor Crest beat that.
Crushed everything. Hell yeah, that shit was almost 10 million.
Even Jabba's sale part surprised me.
Hell yeah. You guys ready to roll? Can you see my screen?
I can.
Hell yeah. So what we're going to go ahead and do, so I have the wheel set up right here. What I wanted to do was I wanted to go ahead and give some recognition to the top 3. So panel of judges went through all of these entries. This is for Road Rage. Again, we spun for this last week. And the top 3 were from right here. Was from Akira Joe right here. Really nice photo with Lupin and a Mini Cooper. A lot of cool effects.
Are you showing a photo right now? Because I can't see it.
You can't see it. Let's see.
I'm watching your stream, but it's only showing Discord.
Interesting. Oh, it's only showing Discord? Okay, hold on. Actually, 1 second, so you guys.
I
Can
see it on the YouTube stream, but I don't see it on the Discord.
How about now?
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
There we go. You got it.
Yep.
All right, cool. Yeah, so here's Akira Joe's right here. Nice composition, very nice. Really cool use of like the Mini Cooper right here. I know everybody's probably going to be hitting him up. What Mini Cooper is that? So this was a really nice one. Akira Joe's was really nice. Another one, Spider Machine right here. This Ghost Rider, very nice Ghost Rider shot. Like I really like. Just
You gotta stream it again.
really.
Yeah, every time you close it, it closes the stream too.
Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Go back to that Akira Joe one real quick, though. I wanted to point out something.
All right, go ahead. All right, let's see. Akira Joe right here. God damn.
Yeah, it's because you're streaming the app, right?
Yes. So
There you go. So Akira Joe with the Lupin the third.
yeah, did you want to say something, Boog?
I just wanted to say that it looks like he's using, and I've done this mad times. I don't know if he got it from me or not, but it looks like he's using one of the clear wave effects as the smoke effect for the wheel. That is a very good thing to use for like smoke or like shooting smoke and different things because it lights up really nice and it just looks really good. But
it's very
I
sharp.
think that. Just wanted to point that out. Sorry.
Hell yeah. So I think I know what's going on real quick. Let me stop streaming real quick, and then I need to just stream my screen for you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. Okay, so here we go. Here's Akira Joe's. Very nice. Next up, we have Spider Machines right here. This was a Ghost Rider
Yeah,
shot.
I like this a lot.
Also really nice. Really nice
Oh.
prop work.
This reminds me of some news that we actually forgot.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, put a pin in it.
Yeah.
Save it for next week, I guess. But this is fire. Go ahead, Pete. I'm sorry. This
Yeah,
is fire.
it's very nice. Very, very nice. And then there was also one. The other one here was. Can't find it, unfortunately. It's embarrassing.
Uh-oh.
Well,
let me squeeze in then. The only news, the picture just reminds me that Mezco is going to have their Ghost Rider set up for pre-order on Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific. That's 1 p.m. Eastern. So if you're looking for this Mezco Ghost Rider and Hell Cycle set, it's $240 and it goes out for pre-order on Monday.
very nice. Your Rick is over there falling asleep. This is incredible.
Love it.
Well, something dropped back here, and I fucking had to get it. And I was like, how do I do this smoothly without bending over? And I was like, oh, like this.
So good. So, and then there was this one from Matthew Charles. This one stood out because the interior, it's really great cutout work for the interior of the car. It's very nice. So, it's really
That backdrop, I think, is from the NECA Ninja Turtles set.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from the big street scene. Yeah, I think that's the backdrop board that comes with it on top of the skyline.
Hell
It
yeah.
always goes back to NECA with you, doesn't it?
Let me say something here. This is hot too. This is cool. This Batman is fucking garbage.
Man, why do you guys hate this Batman?
And for that reason alone, you are chopped.
It's an amazing figure. The cape isn't great, but it's not even that bad.
Well, it's not even that the cape is the cape would be fine if the figure looks sturdy enough to support it. But just looking at the figure, it looks like it's gonna fall apart on me.
Yeah.
And look at how close, even in this right here, in this image, you can see how close the torso cuts are to the bat emblem, and it makes his whole chest look really small.
Yeah. It looks weird, man. It's so ill proportioned, and it's it's a real slim look for Batman when he's actually pretty buff as the Hush version with Jim Lee.
Also, don't listen to these guys. This is a great figure.
I still want him.
Wait,
Don't
are you
worry,
talking
man.
to us or your figure?
Don't worry.
Both of you.
Don't listen to them. You're still fine, Mayfex Batman.
So good.
It's a good figure, man. The cape is just a little wonky. Everything else is perfectly fine.
Listen, I got 9 Batman figures in my D-Top better than that one right now.
I swear to God, Fabio, if you even bring out any of those fucking Mezcos, I'm gonna have to leave this chat. They look like pajamas, Fabio.
No, they don't. You're wrong. You're mistaken, sir.
Those don't
I could make a Hush Batman out of $500 worth of better Batman figures.
500.
On the aftermarket price, of course.
So good.
Oh yeah, well how about I go and buy a $300 suit off of eBay right now and prove it?
Oh, my $300 suit.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, like the
Oh,
guy
my
with the $300 action
$6,000
figure
suit.
suit is going to listen to the guy with the cape that's not even worth half that.
Come on.
Come on, Michael.
So
On my $16,000 suit.
So for all the haters out there, this next sentence is really going to get you heated. The panel of judges chose this one as the standout for Road
Hell
Rage.
yeah.
Just
Eat
for
it, losers.
it was a very close one, but this is A.C.B.A. Cutouts are a staple in A.C.B.A. So this just edged out the competition just because of the masterful cutout work for the interior of the car. And it was a pretty fresh idea. And October is all about stepping outside of the box, really flexing your display muscles and thinking on your feet. So we thought
No, don't get me wrong. I'm talking mad shit about the figure, but the photo is fantastic. Like the colors are great, and even the way the background, like the way he managed to match the light with like the background light, like the colors on Batman match the colors of the background, so it looks like it's lighting from the same sky. It looks good.
Yeah. What we're giving one prize for this though, right? Right?
Yeah, so it's one for the best of the random days, and then right now the runners up that we just showed are going to be entered along with everybody else for the random prize that we're going to be spinning right now. And so Matthew Charles will be receiving a prize for this photo because it was the best out of the random day, but he won't be.
You're a good man, Matthew. You're a damn good man.
But
And that's a damn good figure.
Exactly, but we're going to be spreading the love, and so unfortunately he won't be included in the random spin for everybody else. Just because that's just too much power for one man. So let's go ahead and start spinning. Once again, we're going to be going through all these names. The last person left will be the winner. And once again, this is if you emailed us your photos for October to the official October email, and this is for participation alone. It doesn't matter how skilled you are as a photographer. If you're just entering the game or anything like that, you have just as much of a chance to win as everybody else. So it's really great. So let's go ahead and get this first spin going.
I see a lot of names that I recognize in the participants, so that's awesome.
Yeah, very good. Very good. So the first person to go is Figure Party. We have a winner. We have a winner. Unfortunately not.
First loser.
That's it. So as we're going through, I want to go ahead and pull their photos up as well.
No doubt.
So Figure Party, hit us with this.
Okay.
Very nice.
I
Very
see.
simple. Just a very nice, like, simple Sunday type shot. Very cool.
That's the wave effect you were talking about, right, Boog?
Is that an actual motorcycle or is it some type of hover bike or something?
It's a hover bike.
Okay. Yeah.
that
I
looks
mean,
good.
simple and clean crop contain. He's on the right track.
Exactly.
So all good.
That's the wave effects you were talking about, though, right, Boog?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is the actual water splash of the wave. You get like 3 different effects in the wave effect pack.
Mm-hmm.
But the one that's supposed to look like a stream of some sort also works as smoke when it's the clear version that you have. So yeah.
Now, and this works great as, the plain backdrop and everything like this because it's super clean, but, there's no reason to take this to the next level or not to take this to the next level and just, like, transfer it onto a diode, throw some, debris or whatever that's getting kicked up along with the air and all that stuff. That's just, if this is step 1, step 2 is to put it into, like, a world.
Very
It's
nice.
just you got to think of your set as an actual art piece, and just those extra little props and accessories and stuff are just the fine details that you would put on with your paintbrush. Those final strokes of detail. But yeah, this is still solid.
Very nice. All right. So next spin. Here we go. Next up, it's looking like it's A1 Groundwalker. Hell yeah. So let's find his. His is right here as well.
Oh, okay, another Ghost Rider. Some more Ghost Rider love.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Oh, I have that backdrop. That's a nice
That was
Like
actually the Target backdrop.
Yeah, Target.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Next
Been
up,
looking for a while.
Kapow photography. Very nice.
Wait, one last thing. I this looks like Vin Diesel and Paul Walker, like saying hi to each other in the last Fast and Furious film, but it's Vin and Ghost Rider.
So good. I will say for this, I really like the use of like the debris, like the paper and stuff like that. Really
Yeah,
nice extra
that's what I'm
touches.
talking
like
about
that.
exactly.
Good sense of
Wiz-
motion, no doubt.
Very cool.
Wiz Khalifa somewhere in the distance collecting a check because of what you just said, Fabio.
So good.
Take a
Here's
look at
Kapow's
Kapow.
right. Some nice panels going on right here. Let's see. Very nice.
Oh, we got the Dark Phoenix head on Black Widow there.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, she's getting all blown out on that motorcycle.
Looks like
a blowout.
it's just painted, maybe. I don't know, but it looks like Black Widow's face. But
Yeah.
that hair,
Yeah, he might have swapped the hair then.
they might have did a hair transplant there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Not the
I
worst.
mean, I see
idea
what
in
he's
the
going
world.
for here, but we always want to shy away from the digital cutouts like that.
Let's say but for props for trying for sure. Just
Yeah,
like
for sure.
everything else, props for trying.
No,
Everybody,
I mean, it's a good sequence of panels for sure, but
absolutely. Everybody did the
that
damn
one,
thing.
that
with
next
this one.
step, you know what I mean?
That's it. Next up, Beaver Cleaver.
Cleaver.
I love
Leave it
that.
to
man.
Cleaver.
Leave it to Cleaver. Leave it to Cleaver and his beaver.
Oh, boy.
So-
Look, leave it,
Keep
leave
the
it,
keep
just
the
leave it.
wheels spinning and the beavers grinning. That's what they say.
That's it. Here's his. Pretty interesting. I like the what do you call it? The set is nice.
Yeah, it's just this is one of those things where you need like a more interesting angle. You know what I mean? You need one, like everything here is in focus. It's all flat in one plane.
Yeah.
You need one focus, and you need to like build the photo around it. And like you need a slightly more interesting angle for that. Or if you do want to have a dead on shot like this, you need some depth, not everyone on the same plane. This looks like a Mortal Kombat level.
That's how it goes.
I'm not really sure what's going on. I don't know if I had too many beers or what the fuck's going on. In that bar.
That's a bar, your typical bar in quarantine. Not too many beers.
That's true. Yeah.
Just like who is here? A bunch of other people violating quarantine.
Next up, we have minifigures. Nice little take on Road Rage. A little different.
No doubt. I
Yeah.
think he swung that cutout around to
Yeah.
the front a little bit, though.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I would even have put it in like the blank space in between Colossus's legs, right there. Maybe like hiding the peg or
Yep.
something on his
Yep.
knees.
Yep.
And then I would have even put to continue the theme of newspapers and debris flying in the air. This is perfect for that because what
Absolutely.
if the impact is so much that it creates a sound wave and blows some of the newspapers in the stand away?
Here's another trick too that I like to use. You use your cutouts, you use your debris, your little props and stuff like that to cover some of the things that just don't look that great aesthetically. Like you could have used a piece of paper to cover the bottom of Colossus' foot, and you could have used that cutout right in that space where Fabio said to cover those peg holes in Colossus' leg. Just little things like that, just to make it all come together and look a little cleaner, basically. But this is solid base work, though. It's just a little fine tuning.
I would have maybe wanted to see a little of Colossus's face too, like turning him. I don't know if that's possible from this angle, but turning him forward a little bit so that you see his at least like the top of his head like moving away. I don't know.
We need an angry Colossus face for Marvel Legends for sure.
For sure.
Absolutely. So,
Minifigures, good job. This is really dope.
very nice.
Minifigures.
I like the background. I like the guy in the newsstand taking cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, the colors really pop. I mean, even like his exposure is really good because you can even see like a nice red on those newspapers.
Yeah.
Yes. Very
Yeah,
nice.
my man is just trying to sell hot dogs and peanuts. Come on, man.
Give me soup heroes.
That's it. Jimmy Soup Heroes right here. Very nice. Another literal interpretation of road rage. These guys are in a road. They're raging out.
They're very poor.
Can't hate on it. It is what it is.
Wait, so this is Venom and Gambit fighting Spider-Man. Wait, no, Spider-Man is helping Venom or he's getting beat up, and then Venom is trying to help him up while Gambit is there providing support.
It looks like everybody's just
throwing
go
hands.
with this.
Yeah, big brawl. This is the same kind of thing. You need a focal point. You know, you need one thing happening, and that's the focus, and then you kind of build everything around it.
The
Yeah.
number one rule of Toy Photography Fight Club.
I think this is a good example of setting up your scene first and then setting up your camera when it should be the opposite. You got to frame your stuff first and then paint your picture while you have your frame.
Right.
Stuff like that. So hell yeah, still great work. Thank you for contributing for
Good,
sure.
Good arrangement of figures for sure.
That's it. Oh no.
No, not Cap lives.
Cap
We
lives.
like him, but you know.
Cap lives out of the mix, unfortunately, but we'll send him off the right
Brian.
way.
I'll send you off.
There we go. Brian mixing it up with some Hot Wheels.
Actual.
Yo, this looks like a scene out of Burnout.
Ow, these wheels, they're so hot. Oh.
Very nice. He did like a nice seaside. I think he did a video too of this. I'm not sure on his page, but a really good example of how you can just set up something extremely simple and it still pops for sure.
And it's all about the angle too. I mean, that's what's selling us is
You know what I like about a lot of
close
that?
to the action they are.
You know what I like about a lot of stuff that he does is he uses a lot of he embodies working with what you have, you know what I mean, like a lot of unique things to build up his set pieces and stuff like that. You know, it's not always like a well-made expensive diorama from somebody in the community. You know, it's just and whatever this stuff is that he's got in the background fits well, and I know that it's nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he shoots all his stuff on a phone. It's just his phone.
Okay.
So
I say that all the time. It's got to be, it's all about the angles. It's all about the height and the angle which you choose to shoot your stuff, because that's what's going to really make it look good. Because if you look at it from a flat perspective, it doesn't look like as exciting as when you get really down into it.
Exactly. Very nice. Hell yeah. Once again, thank you, Brian.
What else we got? Who else we got coming up?
That's it. Spin the wheel, baby. Let's go. Next up, we got Al H. Let's see. Al H. Where you at?
Al H.
Oh, some Mini-Mate love.
Al Hussein. Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, okay. There we go.
A lot of rage going on, but I like that. It's a Mini-Mate.
Oh, that's Mr. Steal Your Girl right there. With that Mach 5.
Oh, okay. Got it. Dirty Mackin', as they call it.
He's like, wait, but I have a suit of armor in this suitcase. Get it? Suitcase? Babe, no.
All right, cool. Yeah, always nice to see Mini-Mate love, for sure. Line basically
Mini-Mate mob.
Here you go, Pennington 54, another familiar face. Let's see, Pennington, where you at, my friend?
At the bottom row.
Okay, I see him right here. This one, I like this one too. This one was really nice.
Is that a Micro Machine set?
Oh yeah, it could be. They got like a ramp and stuff. They're trying to do some outlandish shit with this set for sure. It's setting up. Because they got the ramp. There's probably something crazy on the other side. Who knows? I like this one. This one is pretty nice.
Pennington's in the chat. I'm curious if he has if this is a Micro Machine set.
Very nice.
I think sometimes with Carl's stuff, it's he's a little washed out with his light. Sometimes I think I think a lot of his stuff would pop off much better if he just adjusted his lighting in some way. I don't know if it's a in-camera thing or if it's maybe the camera that he's using, or if he's just using too many bright lights or what. But oftentimes it's just a lighting thing with a lot of stuff that he has. He has a lot of good ideas, a lot of good set design and stuff like that. But it's always the lighting, in my opinion, that could just use a little adjusting.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for like a daylight look for sure, but it's too one color. You know what I mean? Like natural light has not just white light, not just yellow light, but like a mix. You know, so he's got to get some extra lights in there to kind of change the temperature up a little bit.
Yeah, you could tell he probably has like one main light instead of using two because it's like mad hot right here, but over here
Right.
it's pretty okay.
Got to even it out and then lower your exposure a little bit too. Like I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And let's breeze through these. Come on.
Absolutely. Let's get
One comment each, okay?
one comment. Oh, the man Finn. Finn
Yeah,
ate it.
Finn, he was so young. He was embodying the best of us.
Shout out to Finn. It was his birthday yesterday. He turned 21.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I owe you a White Claw, Finn.
Send that shit.
So
I'm
good.
gonna send you the finest American brew.
Another banger from Finn. Really nice. Again, like these guys doing stuff.
Oh,
Finn is
yeah.
another guy who did it every single day, and just really great to
Doing
see.
some Halo love. Is this the new Mattel stuff?
I don't know if
You
it's
know what? As the 1,000 Toys Halo
Master Chief.
come out?
With Master
Yeah.
Chief, yeah.
He dropped, yeah.
I'd be interested in getting that Master Chief and
Me
see how
too.
it pairs up with these Mattel vehicles.
Yeah, the Mattel Warthog is very sought after. But hell yeah.
I will say, this is just like a classic Halo moment. Like you can almost in Finn's photo, you can literally see the little icon badge pop up saying "splattered."
Very nice. Some more Hot Wheels love right here from Ham Radio 219.
I gotta get.
Okay, all right.
I think the only person that I've seen with this was actually Johnny. I think he had this.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
I really
this is,
want that one.
I like what he's done in terms of keeping the cars consistent because this looks like a 1920s, police car getting blown up by like a 1920s gangster car. So it'd be weird if you had like a classic car with a modern car. So he's got that figured out. That's good.
Always with explosions, you need something that looks like it's impacting the ground a little bit too.
Yeah.
Though, so it doesn't look like the explosion is coming out of nowhere. So a little bit of debris at the base of the explosion, maybe the Tamashi ground impact effects around it or something like that. You got to make it look like the ground is actually being impacted a little bit. But
Yeah, I don't know how he's holding the car in place like that.
It's just on the effect.
It looks like it's just resting on there, right? This might be one of the Black Widow effects. I think he just needed to like literally bring the angle up a little bit so we don't see the bottom of the explosion.
Mm-hmm. That would be it.
This right here just needed a little tweaking with the framing. That's all.
Yeah, for sure.
Very true.
Oh,
Here we go.
man, no. It's
Man, the myth, McDoog.
Dude, 86.
Let's see what McDoog did.
Yeah.
Oh, you just went. It's far right.
Second row. All right, second row.
Oh, I see it right here. Here we go,
There
McDoog
he
with a
is.
Punisher. Very
Big
nice.
fun. There's that effect. We're going to see a lot of that. Oh, but he did a good job. I see what he did here.
Yeah, he
Okay,
moved
I
the
got
background. Very nice.
McDoog, I know exactly what you did.
Very
You
nice.
moved that background. You
Very
grabbed that wall as you were taking the shot, and you slid it over, making it look like the motorcycle is in motion when it is in fact the wall.
Man,
Sir, I see you.
That's fucking A.C.B.A. right there. You understand? Getting it done practically, getting it done without any Photoshop or anything like that. That's very good work, man. Very good work. Clean, cropped, and contained. McDoug takes a lot of pictures that are like very clean and like I think under appreciated and shit, and just the basic technique of taking a very good, clean, cropped, and contained picture. You know what I'm saying?
Which is not appreciated enough, dude. Like, I think more often than not, people who are new to this want to go all out and do like we saw with that Green Goblin thing,
Exactly.
or those big kind of sets and like mass figure setups, and then like here's a photo of it. I did it. I would rather see a new person starting out with something simple like this and like encourage this right here.
Yep.
Like nail this right here, and you can do anything.
He's even got the little muzzle flare effect lit up. He's got a light directly on that. You can tell that that's lit up. So it's this is very good. It looks like he might even have light on the actual headlight for the motorcycle
Yeah,
too.
for sure.
All those little details count, man. That's expert level displaying right there.
This is like a perfect example of like you get a new figure and you just want to put it in something real quick, but that doesn't mean it has to look like crap. Like you can celebrate this new figure and make it look like really good.
This is
pretty simply.
It's a great like thumbnail photo for your review or something, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
the figure, everything that most of the things that it comes with is in the picture, and like, that's promo level shit right there.
Yep.
Good job.
Next out, we got Juan C. Morales. Sorry, bro.
Let's go. Juan Morales right here.
Ooh, here we go. Okay.
Make it on the scoop.
J Mo.
Okay. Deadpool, I am noticing is missing pants.
He doesn't need pants for this one, buddy. He's already got burned legs.
Should have had Deadpool in the middle, getting sandwiched between the two ladies.
Yeah.
On the bike. Come on, bro.
Honestly,
I hate to come between you two, kind of.
this is a good white hot. I mean, he's working with a limited set here, but making it look good as he can. The white hot kind of gives it that infinite look, that slice of this world. It's got like an old Stan Lee over here, I think.
Very nice.
Would have been nice for him to put that smoke effect on those rear tires, though. It's too much.
Yeah. It seems like they're like, stopped and like revving, but even so, that should still be coming from only the back tire. And if they're like, let's say like a red light, like waiting for it to turn green, then you got to show that.
Hell yeah.
I want that Deadpool scooter though.
Check your GameStops, I guess. I don't know.
All right, I haven't seen it in forever. I've only seen the Squirrel Girl one.
Oh yeah. All right, next up is AC Photos 77. His right here. This one's pretty clever, I thought.
I like this. This is cute.
It was nice. It's cute. It's cute.
I don't know what this explosion right here in the front is.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be more of an impact effect than an explosion.
Yeah,
but,
impact. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He just needed a little more light on the backdrop, I guess, because it would actually make the figures pop a little bit more if he just had like a real bright light. I love Spidey's pose.
Very nice. Very natural. Shout out to the A.C.B.A graffiti in the back too. Very nice.
And just attention to detail, he actually has Deadpool's hand gripping the handle to the cart, and all of those little things count. Man.
That's it. Peep the screwdriver hanging out of Deadpool's arm right there. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. All right, next up, who do we got? So next up, it looks like it's
close.
Pete Menacol? Pete Menacol?
Petamenacal.
Sorry.
I'm always confused at how to pronounce his name, but Pete does really good work, though.
Managota, huh?
We'll call him Pete. We'll call him Pete. Why not? I like the colors in this one. It looks very nice.
Yeah,
and it's very
the lighting is great on this.
And it tells. I like this one because it's very apparent. It tells a very good story. Like you just know that like Hulk just went completely nuts on this 18-wheeler right here.
Basically,
I feel like
just trying to feed his family, and Hulk's fucking up his whole career and his job.
Exactly.
Crazy.
I would almost want the driver guy to be like more scared of Hulk himself rather than like mad at the accident. That's just.
Well, I mean, he's gonna fucking. If he's dead, he ain't got to worry about the job. And, he's got to deal with the bosses and shit. So
he's like, my
This
God,
is gonna eat into my sick days.
My pension.
He's definitely got a good setup. I mean, all his lights and everything look pretty on point.
Yeah, very very true.
maybe he could have just used just a little bit more white light somewhere in there. I don't know.
Maybe in the front, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All right, next up, we're getting down.
It's the Salacious 16.
Late Toy Show is next.
It's Alan Parmer.
Alan Parmesan, huh?
Alan Parmesan. Here we go.
Gene Parmesan.
Gene Parmesan. This one's really another Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider pretty popular for this theme, for sure.
Yeah. A lot of ghost riding going on.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Not enough Ghost Rider whip, unfortunately.
Professor X, huh?
I think he nailed I think he's got the sense of motion here pretty good. I'm not really feeling Ghost Rider's pose that much, and I think he could have tightened the chain around Punisher's neck a little bit too.
Yeah.
But, I see him messing with the shutter speed, and looks like Ghost Rider's head is kind of shifted on that peg a little bit too. I think he just needed a little more attention to detail on the posing, but overall, it's good. He's got the flames lit up real nice and stuff.
I don't know if he has them or not, but since we've been talking about the Tamashi wave effects, I would almost have put that behind Punisher so that he's like looking like he's being dragged.
No doubt. And I think he's got the kickstand down there. You can see it too. He could have covered that with something.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the kickstand, and maybe even angling the bike because it's a little too upright.
Yeah. Have Ghost Rider kind of leaning in towards the camera a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, or you and it would also help because it's like when he's leaning towards the camera, it's also like he's leaning from dragging the body.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. Next up
my Reddit friend, Rafnav.
Rafnav, oh no.
Reddit boys.
Man, this guy puts out like a lot of really consistently good work. Rafi is killing it. He's a really good underrated photographer.
Underrated dude for sure, no doubt. I'm with you.
He
does a lot of really good like meme photos as well.
Hell yeah, sounds like my kind of guy.
Yeah, he's love it. I'll introduce you.
Yeah, hell yeah. Send me.
He's gonna be all black Supreme Knight Batman.
Yeah.
That's it. What a flex. I really like this one. I think if there's one thing that would have made it sing is some like smoke coming from the tire.
Yeah.
Because it's very clear from the posing and the setup that like he's like pressing him against like a revving tire. But
I see what's going on there.
But there's just no way to tell that like unless you're familiar with how fucked up Batman is when dealing with low level goons, you wouldn't really know.
Everybody fucking civil rights and shit. Batman is a terrorist.
Batman's a fascist. Let's be honest.
I love those memes where it's all like imagine selling weed and Batman comes and breaks your legs. So funny. But this is a nice one for sure. Really nice.
Yeah, I would almost have just also cut off a little bit of that blank space. Like right now where you have it where, the other window just kind of cut off the photo. That would almost be a better crop.
Absolutely. When you have something coming out of the frame in one side, it's usually best to negate any negative space on the other side, for sure.
Yeah.
Would you guys ever wear a crop top or?
Only tube tops.
Next up is Brink. Let's see.
Oh my God! Is this about the movie Brink?
Narial.
Oh.
Here we go.
He does a lot of good work. This is kind of muted from what he normally puts out, but he does a lot of actual good work.
Yeah, I think the posing on Punisher could have been a little more direct. It's a little bit of a casual like gun holding pose. You know what I mean? He needs some real like stiff arm kind of action.
Yeah.
That's it. On your marks,
almost like from the top. He needs like a Rick Grimes kind of gun holding pose, like top down. You know what I'm saying?
He went ahead and customized his Deadpool scooter. I have not even taken off one of my stickers.
I really hope whoever this guy is, he does a Brink related shot from the Disney Channel movie.
Hell yeah. Team Poppin' Suds, let's go.
Poppin' Suds.
I will say it looks like he did some sort of work with making the background have a motion blur as well. Unless that's just
I think so.
The depth of field working it. But it's very nice. It's nice. Alrighty.
All right, come on,
Spring.
Last ones. We gotta get out.
Almost done. We're in the Sweet Six.
Hell yeah. We'll be out here at the top of the hour. Don't worry about it. Toytalica.
Toytalica. Pastor of Muppets.
Here we go. Here's another one. This one's pretty spot on.
Okay, yeah.
Very.
So I don't think they're going to be exchanging information.
Out of these two, who do you think doesn't have insurance?
I could be wrong, but that looks like a Matt Morlock dio. Shout out to Matt Morlock. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Hell yeah, sensational.
I know Toytalica from Reddit as well. Yeah, he puts out pretty consistent work.
Pretty consistent work too. Yeah, definitely. Just could have used a little, maybe something in camera with the saturation just to make all the colors pop.
Yeah, this is one of those guys who like has his setup, so a lot of his stuff kind of like lighting wise looks the same and set wise looks the same because he clearly just like moves everything into the same setup. Yeah. So you get to like know his style. And it starts becoming less, not really shortcomings, but more like his intentional style.
Yeah.
Very nice.
But yeah, the top-down kind of thing, I think you just need one front camera or one front light in his setup.
Shout out to the OG Century Productions here, who
Century
really came
Man,
out and
that's the real
off
OG.
the bench, no doubt, man.
Dude, I felt bad. I actually saw Century Production at I think it was at San Diego last year, and I didn't even I didn't know it was him. Like I've never like met him, but I've seen him in like previous videos, like from back in the day. And then I saw him at San Diego, and I'm like, I feel like I know this guy, but I don't know like who he is.
I
I don't want to
you.
like go up and be like, hey, what's up, and be like too friendly. So I'm just gonna like watch him creepily from the corner and see if like somebody acknowledges him. And he for sure like caught vibes that I was watching him.
So good.
So,
You're
Who the
probably on a
fuck
list
is this
somewhere.
guy with the long hair staring me down right now?
right.
Very nice. I love the colors on this.
Yeah, Century. He put out so much good work for October.
Yeah, that's one of the best things.
Him really showing his displaying chops, man. Shout out to Century. Shout out to Spence. The
Hell
first
yeah.
name is.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Spencery.
Hell yeah.
Productions.
That's what I loved about the last year as well as this year. So many vets came out of so-called retirement and put out great work. It's just Barry, another great guy from the community.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh damn!
Hell yeah, yeah.
Brutality.
Peep the finger in the eye. God
Yeah.
damn.
Closing out his eyes. Oh man. That's brutal.
Yeah,
Very nice. Very good use of black and white for sure.
bro. He just ran a stop sign. It wasn't a big deal.
He put down the
Frank, calm down.
he
He just
maxed in with the silencer so he could gouge his eyes out.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, tight. We're down to the last three. Hell yeah. Good luck to
All right,
everybody.
here we go. Top three, big three. Here we go.
That's it.
Jed's Prod.
Jets Prod.
That's
Let's go.
pride.
This one was pretty nice too. I like this one.
Oh, he got
A
the
shell
killing
cruiser.
shit. Yeah.
I know. Good lord.
Damn, if only the actual cartoon had gone this gritty.
Could be. Yo, watch Rise. You'll be surprised.
And he did this with the Playmate figures too.
Yeah. I give him props for that. He's got a little bit too much negative space at the top, though. I think he could have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would have liked to see more floor on this for sure,
Yeah,
or equal amounts of sky and floor. But the background has some nice depth to it.
I like what he's got going on here, though. It's pretty
The
cool.
lights, there's some Photoshop action going on here, but
Yeah, for sure.
It is what it
it's
is.
nothing that's being overemphasized so that it takes away from any lack of posing or other.
Honestly, this looked like it could be a good box kind
Yeah.
of promo shot.
This
you
is
know what I'm saying?
right up the alley of a promo shot. I was thinking the exact
Right.
same thing. This is something you bring to an exec and they're all like, "Oh, I like it." Yeah.
All right, we're down to our final two,
That's it.
and it's between Spider Machine and Akira Joe.
Hell
All
yeah.
right.
Let's go.
Two very good artists too.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
Really good artists.
And it looks like it's going to be Akira Joe
Dang.
eliminated
Okay.
So let's
with
take
the aforementioned Lupin the Third figure.
That's it. So let's take one more look, one more victory lap for
Yeah. Did he fit the whole figure in there, or is that just like the head and the hand?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, those figures are pretty slender and well articulated. I could see him getting the whole figure in there, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. If anything, he probably just popped the legs off.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes
I would
sense.
say the same thing.
Just the torso, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done that
That's
for
smart.
I've done that for car shops
It is
before.
very, very good, though.
I've done that.
Spider Machine is our last man standing.
The machine.
That's it. So
Right.
here we go.
Gonna
Put it
spin
one time just in case.
And we're spinning anyway. Let's give him his victory lap. Spider Machine.
The machine.
Congratulations, you are a wiener.
Hell yeah, dude. So good.
If only fitting,
This
we ended in a
works
race.
out because this was actually my personal favorite.
Yeah,
one.
I actually also like this
I love
more
this
than
one.
the other one, but
I love this one.
it's
This one's
funny that
really
it
good.
actually the final two came down to the two runner-ups.
I know.
That's
it was,
funny.
It was really
Crazy.
cool. Very
It's
cool.
crazy.
So yeah, that.
right.
Go ahead, Boog. You take us out.
No, I'm just saying this is great. This is one of my favorite ones from the entire event, actually, too. This really stood out to me.
I mean, we can
But shout out to Matthew Charles as well, who actually has a couple things coming his way because he's got another guys that we discussed this past week, actually, too. So yeah, that's that. I guess we could roll our pickups into next week and do that at the top of the show or whatever.
Yeah,
I
you
did
want
get a things.
We got a couple minutes before the top of the hour if you want to do that.
Okay, all right. So I'll go first then. Fuck it. You got anything else you want to say about this though, P? That these guys need to do?
Just just keep buying rabbit's feet, all sorts of shit like that. We'll we'll spin the next theme next week, same time, same everything. And then I thought this was really fun. I really like doing this on the podcast. It's very cool.
Yeah, for sure. It's a nice way to bring the raffle spin thing into a show.
Yeah,
and
nice.
I will say about this Ghost Rider photo that in this category specifically, we saw a lot of Ghost Rider photos, and like everyone who did one should take notes of what this one does right, which
Absolutely.
is everything that we talked about in the previous Ghost Riders is true about this one. The lean
lighting,
motorcycle,
lighting, and it's the lean, it's the lighting, it's the framework here. Like in every certain corner of this photo, there's something that should be there that's helping bring this whole shit together. Like bottom left corner, you can see the road, railing. You can see the rocks there. The moon is nicely lit in the upper right hand corner. You got your subject smack dab in the middle. You got focus on Ghost Rider. You got every aspect of all of his flames lit up. This shit is very nice, man.
Yeah,
very nice.
I mean, and one of my favorite details too, last thing, is just how the entire chain and where it's lit up is in the perfect black negative space between the two figures.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
That doesn't happen by accident. Like you need to set the frame.
Accidental shit. That's you looking through the view of your camera 7,000 times in 1 hour and getting that shit right. That's hard work paying off right there, no doubt.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, so rolling into some pickups real quick. I did talk about the Mezco Ghost Rider. It's going up for sale on Monday, and that is a drop that will
count.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna wait for it to like actually release before I buy it. But it's interesting because it has a countdown. Like you can go on the page and it has a countdown, and then you can pre-order it when it's up, right? But we had that surprise drop from Mezco a couple weeks ago, and Boog did the review on the Gomez of Death and some of the stuff that was featured in that. So I got my stuff from that surprise drop. My Gomez of Death was on waitlist, and I converted, but I think it's coming out in like March or May.
Congratulations, Fabio.
Thank you. I got converted, but I got some of the other stuff from that drop, which is the Doc Nocturnal expansion kit, whatever it's called, membership kit,
DLC,
which is like the extra accessories and like little swag for Doc Nocturnal, which is like that certificate that I showed earlier, and like you get like another ring. Mezco loves giving rings. That's kind of cool. You get like a little lenticular like card thing, silly stuff. But what you really want is the weapon expansion set, like the Van Helsing Wapenkamer.
Nice.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, it's an interesting idea. I don't know that we've ever seen toy companies like really do this kind of thing specifically. We went through it like when it dropped and everything, but it's just another little tray of accessories, an extra head, some belts, crucifix, and knives, and cool stuff like that.
We discussed some stuff that you could definitely use with your blade too.
Yeah, I've actually seen a lot of people put this entire set on blade, and it looks really sick. I'm probably gonna try that myself. I actually have an extra blade. Maybe I should just try that. And then people really want this for Doc Nocturnal too, or not Doc Nocturnal, Baron Benz. So I'd like to see what they pull off with this kind of little like DLC basically for action figures, but for Baron Benz. Yeah. And then the other, I guess, kind of accessory drop from them, which somebody in the chat was talking about, because this would actually be really good for the G.I. Joe figures that don't have realistic weapons, and that's the Baker's Dozen weapon pack from Mezco.
Nice.
Which we also talked about on the podcast, and we had some people in the chat go and order from Mezco when it was still available. So cool, you get 13 weapons, blades, and wrenches, and shotguns, and guns and stuff that we haven't had since Punisher. So
was that
all painted black? So
was that your pitch to Mezco to sponsor us?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Go ahead. Look, I got your logos all over the place back here.
Guys, we have some level of influence. I don't think.
I mean, if our influence is more companies need to do this kind of thing, then yeah, let's get that out into the universe.
I mean, people have been saying that for Legends for fucking years already, anyway. So.
and they're just starting to come around with the army builders aspect of it. So yeah. Pancho, what about you? You get anything?
Yeah, I got a bunch of stupid shit this week. I got let's see, GameStop had that huge sale. So I got the Venom, that Marvel Legends Venom. He's right here.
On the movie joint?
The one
Yeah.
that's blowing like a turd in the wind?
That's
Hey,
it.
you know what's wild? I didn't realize that you don't even. First of all, Venom doesn't even come with a freaking Build-A-Figure
No,
part.
it
You
sure
only
does.
need 5 to complete the Build-A-Figure for this wave. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's wild, huh? I actually have the box right here for the Build-A-Figure. Yeah, it's just 5 dudes. That's it.
Crazy.
Pretty nice.
Oh wow, that's small. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
for a wave.
So I got the Miles Morales also right here from this wave. This, I forgot who else pointed it out. I think Al Chang pointed it out, but this guy is really like poseable. A very fun figure to like go around and pose. It's very nice. I really like it. I got those. I got the Batman Who Laughs. I unboxed him on my Instagram. I had the worst time. And he can't move at all. It was great, but you know,
From McFarlane?
yeah. So I knew what I was getting into.
I gotta go back and watch that.
But then I also got the other Joker where he's like in the cop like uniform, and then it comes with like his like civilian face and like his Joker face and stuff. And shout out to Universe 22. He gave me the backstory on that, which is really cool. He's just like a normal dude, but then the Joker is like his split personality, and like he fights to keep him like at bay and shit. It's really tight. I'll have to read that for sure. And then GameStop also had this on sale for $5. Hold on one second. This big ass thing, this Bat Rat Pod, whatever this thing is called. I don't know.
I have that. Yeah, it's dope.
Oh damn! I tried to order that. It would not go through for me, bro.
Damn, dude.
I got it on Amazon like forever ago when it first came out.
Yeah, but did you get it for $5? Is the
No. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, this is pretty nice for $5. Like,
Oh yeah.
you literally can't complain. I don't have one complaint about that being
I got it for
$5.
$20 and I'm not complaining.
Yeah, man, it's a really nice piece. I also got this like Venom Gwen too. I thought this was really cool. The design in this is really.
Yeah.
And then because I got that, this was also on sale. This is like a Fortnite figure. I said, "Fuck it, I'll buy this too. Whatever."
Are you trying to build a Venom pool?
Yeah, I said, "Fuck it, I built him." Because
He's a thick boy.
let's say
That's
I was about.
Boss.
Yeah, I was just gonna skip on the Morbius because I already had I had the previous Morbius, which I like the design of that one a little bit better than this one. But then I saw what the BAF piece was just going for by itself, and I was like, yeah, I'd be stupid not to just get a figure, just buy it at retail. But that's basically it. And then the last two things I got were these stupid meme figures, these Fortnite banana
Hell
figures.
yeah.
Oh, what's
I'm
his
gonna
face?
piggyback on you because I got the Venom shit too. Actually, I literally just got it today. I got
Oh, nice.
Carnage and Phage. Actually,
Oh, cool. Yeah, I was gonna skip on the Carnage because I have the Yamaguchi Carnage, and that's my favorite Carnage. But then I was like,
Yeah.
I really
Yamaguchi
want to.
Carnage is definitely still like the best Carnage ever.
Yeah,
but
it's really nice. So good.
this one is very nice. It's new. It's a lot of new parts and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. And, got this from ThinkGeek today, actually.
Very nice.
Hey, is that your company, Pancho?
Yep, it's one of the many companies I own that I swallowed because
See,
in the merger. Pause.
yeah, I'm looking to complete the Venom pool. So anybody out there, if you have access to Gwen and to Miles and whatever, let me know. Hit me up, send me a message or DM or something.
This is for
And
Brian.
I also got oh, that's what I was gonna say. Did I? I hope I didn't. Oh shit! Damn, I dropped the shit. Oh, well, I had got like a bunch of accessories from. Hold on, I'm sorry.
It's all
Fuck
good.
this whole shit up.
While you find that information, big shout out to Cap Lives. I got this gold beast Morphers Ranger, really nice. He's got a target price scanner as a weapon. It's pretty nice, pretty sick.
That's That's dope.
He's got the what's it called? What's that stupid? The zebra.
Oh, okay, I got it. Shout out to James Walker who sent me like a little. He's doing his own like custom props and stuff like that. He sent me a box full of different custom
nice.
accessories and stuff that you could use for Marvel Legends and stuff. And it says Boog Crate on it, like play on Loot Crate.
That's nice.
And his Instagram is Last Stop Toy Shop at Last Stop Toy Shop.
I'm familiar
He
with
sent
him.
me a bunch of shit that's going to take me a while to go through as far as like actually showing it in displays, but some very well done spider webs here. This stuff I really want to get into. Some effects here for like Dazzler. You can attach this portion to the wrist peg.
Oh, I've seen this. Yeah.
So a lot of Dazzler and like little Jubilee effects, and also he sent me a bunch of different like cigars and blunts.
Did you get the
Closed cigarettes.
Yeah,
Jazz cigarettes.
jazz cigarettes,
Did you get the web shades that he did?
basically. But yeah, so yeah, it's gonna take me a while to go through the stuff. I'll show this in like a play date video or some shit. But I also got Nosferatu as well, and that figure is fucking nice, bro.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Really, really nice figure.
That's
Like
what
super nice figure.
Yeah, that
Probably
coffin is dope, right?
Huh?
Man, that coffin that he comes with is like
Everything
so
about
versatile.
this figure is like top notch Mezco at their fucking finest, bro.
Mhm.
Like this is a very, very nice figure.
Now you
I
need this
can't-
blade to go with it.
But it don't make no sense because there's mad reviews out. But like, I kind of just want to like give them their props on this. It's a very well done figure.
you just review it for
Yeah,
fun.
you got to try to get this this accessory set because it actually fits pretty well on Blade.
But that looks dope. Okay.
And
Very nice.
the cross right here actually glows in the dark. The cross on his forehead.
Really?
Yeah.
That's dope.
So this is just a repurposed Moon Knight head, just to
Yeah,
fit the
I know.
Doctor Octopus body.
Yeah, we said that last week, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care about anything else I got. I may have gotten something else, but Nosferatu was the best thing that I got this week. So
Hell yeah.
really nice figure.
That's the one.
Did you get that? Did you get that separately, or did you have like a pre-order come in from Mezco?
I got the second round of the pre-order, so that's why I just got.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah, because those are starting to ship in like November, December.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's basically what happened with my game of Gomez of Death. Is I missed the first drop, but then they're doing another like technically I guess reissue in like March, May.
Oh yes.
What about you, Rick? What you got?
I actually was opening this up on live. I kept having to mute myself because I hate that sound of like crunching plastic and shit. Is this?
Oh, is
shit.
it the red one?
Yeah, this is the red one. It's not a bad figure, but I will echo what some people say that like it should be moving much more. Because there's really no limits. There shouldn't be any limits on this thing. It's not like a Transformer where you really have to watch out for how it's gonna transform. There's a lot of engineering that goes into those figures, but this doesn't really. It does suck that they don't move more, but they move well enough. Like, I mean, look at this. Look at that bend to the elbow. And it has double jointed knees.
Oh nice.
But this shit does move. But it's like I wish it had an ab crunch. Like, why wouldn't it have an ab crunch? Okay, it's gonna break up the sculpt. Who cares? Everything else is broken up. Who fucking cares? The cool thing is that he still comes with fucking laser beak, and that pops out and shit.
That looks cool.
Yeah. I also got in Boog's favorite figure out of like my pile of loot from HLJ. Boog really loves this thing.
There you go.
Go out and buy it on his recommendation. He's a big fan. Huge fan.
Certified fresh by A.C.B.A. winning
Certified.
the road rage category.
I got this the other day, Thigh High, Mr. Thigh High himself. This thing is so sick, and it's funny because it doesn't even like articulate like crazily well or anything, but just the presence of this figure is just like I don't know, it's really really nice.
The energy, the pressure coming off of him.
Yeah, I got some other. I can't remember which other imports I got. I know one of them was Bakugo in that HLJ like lump haul
Whoa.
shit thing.
Dang.
Yeah. I know how much people love the Figma MHA figures, but
I buckled
don't get
those
it
pretty
twisted,
bad.
baby. Don't get it twisted. None of those Revoltechs look good standing vanilla.
I guess this week is Thanksgiving. I don't know what everybody's doing. I don't know if we're gonna take a week off this weekend. I assume that we're gonna be trying to be with our families. I don't know. I don't know if we allow.
Who knows if these guys have a family?
So yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out midweek, and we'll let you guys know whether we'll be back on Saturday or Sunday this week, or if we're taking a week off for Thanksgiving break or whatever.
Yeah, you guys got any
but
plugs?
yeah, man. Yeah, I don't really have much going on. I don't really have anything going on. Just I'll be putting out my regular videos throughout the week, and that's it. Stay tuned to the A.C.B.A. Instagram. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on. Come join our groups on Facebook, and just keep displaying. Keep checking in with us for everything in action figure related news.
Nice.
That's it.
What about you, Fabio?
Got anything going on, Fabio?
Are you muted?
Fabio.
You
Can't hear
muted?
you, Fabio.
Come on, man. You white clawed up over here, man. What's going on?
Yo, he's still talking.
Can't hear you.
Have I been talking this? Have I been muted this whole time? God damn it.
Yeah, man.
Just the fuck. Not a lot going on. Just the typical, quarantine type stuff. Subscribe to my channel. I'm up over 700 now, so I'm very close to 1,000. If you guys want to help me
Whoa.
get there, much
Let's do
preach.
it.
And yeah, I got some Mezco related
Every
content
day.
coming every now and then. So keep up with
Gotta
that.
plug you every day on Instagram so we can get you up to 1,000, bro.
I'm close. I'm so close. I just need a little more, and I got some content coming that hopefully will push me the rest of the way there. Other than that, just
OnlyFans,
follow me on
eh?
Instagram.
All right.
What's up?
You
I
have
said
been,
OnlyFans.
hell yeah, OnlyFans.
Well, you get that exclusive link.
Oh, that's the reason you got Mezco, because those cloth goods need to come off, my friend.
It's actually.
I'll be trying on different outfits, on cam. That'd be great. I'll be fully removing this CJ outfit from this Captain Rogers. And who knows what else?
Whoa!
Talk about spicy.
The
That's a
flex.
disaster.
I got some Fison bodies coming in. That's
Oh
gonna be wild.
no!
Nah, but just go follow me on Instagram at Bobster360. What about you, Punch?
Nothing much. I'm just doing my thing on Instagram. Wave 3 of auras just wrapped. I finished those up yesterday, and then Wave 4 will probably be going up Monday, I think. So once again, follow me on Instagram. All of our links are in the description below, as well. Just follow me on Instagram if you're interested in the auras for Wave 4, and then if you're of the last 3, they're shipping out tonight or tomorrow night, and hell yeah. And another thing is follow the A.C.B.A. Reddit for sure. Join the Reddit, which Fabio heads the Reddit. We've been doing really cool stuff on the A.C.B.A. Discord as well. Kind of breathed. It's kind of like popping off again. It's been pretty current this whole time, but like I'm just getting back into it again, and it's really cool. We do this thing now as well, where you can join the Reddit, you can assign yourself a role for like your favorite figure company. So say you join you join the Discord, you assign yourself SH Figuarts, Marvel, anything like that, and then whenever a pre-order drops for SH Figuarts, will like ping that role. So you'll get like instant notification as soon as pre-orders for like the newest Dragon Ball SH Figuarts drops or whatever, and it'll ping your phone and everything like that. And that's how a lot of people in the Discord specifically have gotten like really close call pre-orders and stuff like that. So it's really sick. And of course, like we sit there and we chop it up every night, and not every night, but every Friday night we usually talk on voice chat and everything like that. So it's really cool. It's a really cool way to get to know the community in like real time, because like I'll say it to everybody who's not familiar with Discord, it's like a chat room because it moves as fast as a chat room, but then like everything's categorized like a forum.
Yeah, I
and
was
stuff
gonna
like that.
say, like, if you're ever listening to this podcast and you're like, you know what, man, Rick said this shit, but I'd like to make a counter argument. Me and Poncho, at least as far, and Fabio sometimes we're always on that chat, on that voice chat on Discord. And,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
it's just like this. It's just like this, but with like 15 of us.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's such a big room, and yeah, everyone just kind of jumps in and hangs out. It's fun, you know.
Yeah.
All right,
the
so
dis-
I'm gonna take you out of here. What?
So once. For once, I have something to plug.
Let's go, Rick. What do you got?
On December 5th,
Oh.
I know Doomway, because I don't know if we're gonna do it next week. So I thought I might as well just say it this week, kind of thing. I think the only person that might care is Doomwade, but who knows? I'm gonna be on the Virtual Flea. We average like a few thousand viewers live on Instagram on the Virtual Flea. We have the actress of Topanga regularly in the comments bidding on shit and buying things.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Danielle Fishel and her husband. We also have a lot of like professional basketball players and NBA players that buy stuff on us there too. So December 5th, I'm going to be on the Virtual Flea for like an hour selling a bunch of vintage clothing. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be on before then because of the holiday and shit. So
Hell yeah. Real quick, shout out to this guy in chat, Salacious Crumb, asking about my glasses, asking if they're taped for show. They're not taped. It's a metal like spacer rivet because my glasses broke at work and I pressed it with a fucking machine at work. So I don't have to drop $2 bills on new glasses. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Boog, take us out.
All right.
Wait,
using the work resources.
You guys got to
That's
fix
what
the
I'm all
Discord
about.
link. They
I
said it
love
doesn't work.
Yeah, I'll be fixing the Discord link. It's in the description. Boog, take us out. My bad.
All right, we getting up out of here. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. As always, rate, comment, subscribe, hit that bell down there, and until next time, peace.
Hell yeah.
Goodbye. Spectral agent. Okay. See ya.
Yes, you are. All right, I'm eating dinner. Bye.
All right, boys.
Hey, boys.
Good shit.
All right, we're still going. We're out of
still
here
going?
in 3,